Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It is time for Saturday Morning Lotro. I am your host, Pharaoh the Gnome, and we're playing Lord of the Rings online. And I've got my coffee here. Nice and hot. All right. Yes, this is Lord of the Rings Online. If you are not aware, this is an MMORPG that's been around for 16 years. You can go find it at lotro.com, Lotro.com. You can create an account, download the game, and play through 95 levels of content for free. It is the best MMORPG on the market right now. Not to say that they don't have a few issues, but, you know, every MMO does, and it's been around for 16 years. They've been making expansions all this time. They literally just put out a brand new expansion this week, in fact. Legacy of Morgoth. So, yeah, without any further ado, let's jump in here and play some Lord of the Rings online. It's a little chilly this morning, so I got my jacket on for the first time this year. Come on, come on, come on. And this particular episode is dedicated to the most beautiful woman in the world. Anna V, this is dedicated to you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at my kinship house. And, you know, I don't know that I've really shown this very much. I might as well do that. Let's take a look at our inventory. Everything is good here. We'll grab our free silver hobbit gift of the day. It is 100 virtue. Got this brand new. This is for the Legacy of Morgoth expansion. I believe you can click on this and it will take you to that area. You have to be level 140 or higher for it to do that. So I thought that was neat. Let's go take a look inside the house. I need to put up the Halloween decorations. Start getting out more of the Christmas stuff, but I haven't done that just yet. Takes a moment for it to load up here. Is it there? There we go. We're good now. Our kinship house is very cluttered. Oh man. Let's check on the storage. Hey, some people have actually taken some stuff. That's good. I throw stuff in here all the time for my kin members so that they can come get stuff. That was from a raid right there. Let's see. Now that I'm thinking about this, my brain will work eventually. I'm going to bring up the chat. That's what I was forgetting. And get my usual on here real quick. I love this music here. That's from Before the Shadow expansion, I believe. Let's see here. There we are. Hello, world. Get over here on multi-stream so I can see what everybody is chatting. I stream every Saturday morning, by the way, on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter all at the same time. So as you can see, we do still have our Halloween stuff out. You're like, what Halloween stuff? Oh, I don't know. Let's click on this here. It's a perfectly normal barrel. Ah! It's cute. I think it's neat. Any rate, I like using this. Oops. Just as I try to do it, my mouse screws up. Let's do that again. I love the music from Before the Shadow. That's kind of messed up. That was, y'all can't see that down there. It's like, right there. It's right here, in fact. That's where my chat area is, but for some reason, I guess it's bugged right now. It was supposed to have a opacity behind it so that I could see it better, but it wasn't. And when I went to adjust it, it already was there. So that was kind of wild. Must be a new bug. Okay, alrighty. We have checked out the Kin house. I think that thing just sprayed me. It did. That's another from one of the raids. That item back there, and if you go in front of it, it sprays you with this green stuff, and it makes your guy freak out. And he'll do that for a long time. His face will be going all crazy. I think it's hilarious. I never thought. Let's see who all is online. Hey, we got a few people online today. This is very, very early in the morning. For me, at least. I'm in the Central Time Zone in the United States. But we have people around the world that are in our kinship. And speaking of which, let me go ahead and throw this up there. I run Lorebound Walkers as a kinship on the Gladden server. Kinships are what guilds are called in this game. If you are looking to join a kinship, you can come over to the Gladden server, create a new character if you need to, if you don't already have one, and get in touch with us. We'll get you in the kinship. We're very newbie friendly and returning player friendly, very casual kinship. Everybody just does their thing and chats, and if anybody needs help, you know, they'll offer help when they can, and you know, we're here to have a good time, meet new people, and enjoy the world of Middle Earth. So yeah, head over to Gladden server and check us out. You can also go to Ferone.com, and if you click around on there, you'll find the link to our Discord server, where you can get on there and introduce yourself in the introductions area, and we'll get you set up in there as well. Alright, so without further ado, let's go down here. I keep saying that, without further ado, then I have some more further ado. Let's see, 8 days left on my VIP item, so we'll go down here to the VIP NPC, and we will swap that out. If you pay for a subscription on the game, which is not necessary, but if you do, every 14 days, you can go see this lovely lady here, Venda Kransbill, and she will give you a quest called VIP Rewards.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Yes, I will. And you hit accept. And then you turn it into her.
Greetings, friend.
And she gives you these two items. The first one's Subscriber's Jug. You just right click on it and it will make it to where that you your crafting time is extremely accelerated, and it prevents you from taking item wear from combat, crafting, and defeat. So you just do that. It's good for 14 days. You can toss it out. This other item here you want to keep. I'm going to take my old one, get rid of it because it was about to expire. And when you right click it anywhere in the world, you get the option to all these things. You can open up a store, you know, your shop, so you can buy and sell stuff. You can open your personal vault, open your shared storage, open your wardrobe, excuse me, open the auction house, and open legendary item forge. That's something that you get around level 45 is your legendary items, and you have to reforge it every so many levels. So you can do all that anywhere in the world. It's a huge, huge, huge benefit of being a subscriber. Alright, we have that all set up. Let's head back to Erebor so we can continue our questing out there. Alright. Inside we have the Forsaken of Mordor. That's what it appears to be. So let me check that over here. Aid this person. Out of home. Oh yes, that's right. We need to go back in there. Hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. Just started Saturday morning here, but I know some of my lovely friends in the Philippines are already working on starting Sunday. It's amazing. It's amazing when you get right down to it. We are time travelers. I'm in yesterday and you're in tomorrow. Alright, so we've got to go check on Dory's house, I believe. I believe that's what we need to do. Yeah. Oh, meet Dory at Nori's home. Yes. Was that out here? Yes. It's weird. They don't show the icons and stuff on the map here in Erebor. I'm thinking it's a bug, but either that or some designer thought that it would be more fun. Let's add challenge so they have no idea where they're going. That sounds like a great idea. I believe Nori's home is down here somewhere. Is it right here? Hold on. No, that's all I'm picking up is the milestone. Whoops. Didn't quite make that turn. Try it again. I swear I'm only drinking coffee. I'm not drunk. No. I ride my mount like I am, but I'm not drunk. That's not the spot. I may be lost, we don't know, but we're gonna find out where to go. I don't think that that's Dory's home. It's just a door. Let's go see what's inside it. My horse was like, no, I don't wanna. This is Vosh Torul. This is not gonna be Nori's home. Let's leave that spot before whoever owns that place comes out and is like, why are you in my house? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm looking for Nori's home. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? There's a thing right over here. No, that's the mission thing, mission recruiter. That's not Nori. Not Nori's home. Let's just take the expressway. Luckily it's not too far, so we didn't die. That's a bonus. Ooh, nice and loud here, isn't it? What do we got over here? Can any of you fine dwarves tell me where I could find Nori's home? That would be fantastic. Anybody? Oh, I'm sorry, you're reading right now. I don't mean to bother you. None of y'all? Okay. Alright, well, we'll just keep looking. Holy crap, I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. That wasn't Nori's. Not Nori's. Not Nori's. Where the heck is Nori's home? Neither of those. Nope. I don't know what he's doing. I'm just going to leave him alone. Coffee is nice and hot. I drink Folgers here at home. Straight black, the way God intended coffee to be drank. I'm not against, honestly, not against, you know, doctored up coffee, but I like it straight. It's just how I like it. You have found the entrance to the Jewelstead home of the Gem Cutter family. Okay. Didn't know I was supposed to be looking for that. But, maybe we should go in. Is there anything here? Any body here? There's food laid out. Oh, here we are. Authy Gem Cutter.
Ah, I hoped you would find time to visit.
Let's see here. This is Mesum Azar, the Jewelstead, home to my family for many years. It is a humble place, but the hearth is warm and you are welcome to stave off the chill of the heights whenever you have need. My father Funi and my brother Fusi have not yet returned from their excursion on the other side of the Misty Mountains, but I will be pleased to introduce you to my mother and to another of my brothers who remains in Erebor. Mother Amma, this is Lorendon, the man I mentioned to you.
Welcome to Messimazar.
Welcome to Messimazar, Lorendon. If you are a friend of my son, you may come and go as you like. All I ask is that you follow the gem cutter. I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on a second. This is Mother Amma. and it sounds like Father Amma. I'm just saying. And looks like Father Amma, but I'm not going to judge. So I don't know if this is a bug or if this is intentional, but we're just going to accept it and go right on.
Welcome to Messimazar.
All I ask is that you follow the gem cutter family rules. When you come to the Jewelstead, you never complain, you keep in good cheer, and you help us with our work. These rules are more important than ever with my husband Funi still for he did not take all of the work away with him. Indeed, he took almost none. When he returns, he will have an earful from Mother Amma about the longer than expected duration of the journey. I promise you that. Before now, I will follow the gem cutter rules. Never complain. Keep in good cheer and make sure my sons and their friends do their share of the work.
Let us visit my brother Grafar at Narathak and see if he needs any assistance.
You have heard the rules, Lorendon. Let us visit my brother Grafar at Narathak and see if he needs any assistance with his work in the new loads. That should satisfy Mother Amma, and I intended for you to meet my brother anyway. The new loads of Narathak have been recently delved and can be found east of here, beyond the passage that runs from the entryway to the hall under the mountain. My brother spends most of his waking hours mining for the precious gems we need to further our craft. There has always been great demand for the jewelry my family fashions, and Grafar works hard to ensure we have what we need to meet it. Okay, so apparently we need to go meet his brother, and I'm pretty sure where his brother's at. I think I did a quest over there. May have even talked to him already. I just want to take a further look around the Jewelstead here. See if there's anything else of interest. Alright. And we will head back out here. We still gotta find Nori's house. I can't believe I haven't found it. Because I've been there before. I went there before I got the quest that basically said I needed to be there. So, you know, I've been there. I just don't know where it's at now. Wish I could ask like a guard and they would tell me where to find Nori's home. That would be great. Yes, I have been over there. Okay. Hold on. Stop moving. I need this out of my way. That's why I'm not finding it. I think it was over here. But I think I came across... Yeah, I came all the way over and fell down and so forth. I really feel like it's in this area here somewhere. What's going on with this here, though, right up in front of me? There's actually something on the map for once here in Erebor. We must go investigate. Oh, it's Nori's home. Okay, so Nori's home was nowhere where I thought it would be. Dory shifts uncomfortably outside Nori's home. We need to talk to him? No? Okay. Oh, there he is. You have spare key, yes? Have the spare key, yes? Let us see what my brother left behind, Lorendon. Hope it is of some use to us. I'll learn to speak eventually. At least Dabul did not allow my brother's home to fall into disrepair. Dory glances around Nori's home and pauses upon a stack of papers piled on the dining table. I think my brother left more hastily than he expected to, Lorendon. Look, These are papers piled upon the table, and I see other curiosities left about that I would like to examine. Take a look at those papers and see if my brother has left any hint of his course, or the names of other dwarves that we might question. Once you have done that, let us meet back here. Okay. Ooh. After Fethog's defeat at the gates of Erebor, Nori said something. Where's the rest of that? Enlisted his kinfolk to follow him to Thickle Gundu. Okay, that was kind of cool. It's another one of those situations in the game where I wish that had voiceover, not the goofy things where you talk to somebody and go, and there's something and blah, 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 you know, that it's annoying. But those kind of situations like that, that's perfect parts for voiceovers, because it just, text goes across the screen so fast and you miss it. It would be so nice. Alright, let's see if we can speed read this one. After clearing the dust away, Nori drew forth his armor of old. The time had come. Aha! I got to read that one. Woohoo! Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the designers telling me that I don't deserve to enjoy this game. Maybe that's what it is. Alright. Thickle Gundu had once possessed great wealth, Nori thought, and it's gone. And now it's set unguarded and unclaimed. The hardest part about reading those things, I'm not a great reader, I'll say that right up front. But the names that are not normal in your tongue make it hard for you to process it in your brain. So when I'm trying to read it and I hit, like it said, Thickle Gundu, and my brain goes, what is that? Let's think about that. Oh my God, what's going on? And I'm like, I'm trying to finish reading the sentence. Well, you just go on. Yeah, but what's Thickle Gundle? Makes it hard for me to read it. At any rate. After countless hours of study, Nori learned that the hoarding vault lay, gone again, beneath the eyes of the seven. Okay. My only guess is that the designers that do this, they know what's being said and they know the intent of the whole thing, you know, by heart, because they wrote it. So therefore, it doesn't occur to them that they have to read and process it in that short amount of time. That's my theory. Either that or they're just really mean. I don't know. It's one of the two. I'm going to go with they don't realize it. That's what I'm going to go with. This is a really cool bedroom. I like this. Oh, look, there's a mirror over here. That's cool. That really is cool. Thickle Gundu was lost, Nori thought, but it was not the way of dragons to gone again, abandon their hordes. Alright, let's talk to Dory again. My brother believes that because the great cold drake was defeated that our old hordes lay unguarded by dragons perhaps, but the orcs will not have abandoned them. As the king under the mountain said, Thickle Gundu is best forgotten. The Longbeards have found only misfortune and death in the Still Keep. If I do not aid my brother, this expedition will be his doom. We are forbidden from traveling to Thickle Gundu, but perhaps King Thorin will be merciful upon my family and allow me to pursue him into the Ered Mithrin. It is the only course. Come, we must go at once. I believe... lost my voice there for a second. I believe this is setting us up for the next experience area, which is above level 120. And if that's the case, we're going to take the quest, but we won't go do it because we still got things here we need to do in Erebor. Dory seems fixated upon the king under the mountain and barely seems to notice your approach. King Thorin III, Stonehelm, king under the mountain, I beg leave to travel into the Ered Mithrin. You have forbidden Durin's folk to return to the Still Keep, Thickle Gundu, but that is not my purpose. I go in search of my brother Nori. I am a loyal dwarf of Erebor. I have fought and bled in its defense from the Easterlings from Bolg. All I ask is the chance to save Nori from his folly. Will you grant me leave, king under the mountain? I hear your words, Dory of the company. Your deeds and those of your kin are not forgotten to any who dwell in Erebor, but Nori has acted in defiance of my edict. Whether his expedition is successful or not, there will be consequences for him. I know well that your brother Ori was among those lost in Balin's expedition, and I know as well as you do that this bears a resemblance to our efforts to reclaim Khazad-dûm. Both Balin's expedition and the Iron Garrison have failed, and if future losses may still be prevented, they must be. And so, Dory, I grant you leave to follow your brother and put an end to his expedition. You will travel on my behalf, but you will go in secret, as your brother did. You may form a company of your own choosing, but do not spread word of this to any untrustworthy ears. In addition, I ask that you find the remaining of Vethig Wintermind. He flew from battle gravely wounded and passed into the Erebor, but I desire proof of his death. Heed my words, deliver Nori from his folly, and retrieve for me a bone of Vethig Wintermind. Only then will we speak of forgiveness. Okay. Looks like we've got the okay to go look for Nori. You have my truest gratitude, King under the mountain. I will do as you have commanded. Dory turns to you. What do you say, Lorandon? Let us begin our preparations. Very well. I am not the young dwarf I once was, Lorandon. Let me see some. Okay, quest level's 117, so that's still this area. Okay, we're good. Again, I am not the young dwarf I once was, Lorandon, but I am hell still in my old age, so I'll lead the company. However, I must find those willing to follow me into the Erebor for no promise of wealth or glory beyond my own gratitude. I know a few dwarves whom I can trust with such a task, and so I will speak to them myself. But such a company need not only be comprised of dwarves. After all, old Mr. Baggins was not a dwarf, and he proved an invaluable ally of Doran's folk. You are a strong man, well-traveled and skilled in the ways of battle. Will you join me? You nod in assent. Good, good. We shall have need of a great many things in our travels, and so I would ask that you gather as many coils of rope, water skins, and bedrolls as you can bear. Once you have done that, you should meet me and the others in Nori's home. Let us hope it is enough. Are we understood, Lorandon? Swiftly now. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Okay, so I gotta get some rope and water skins, apparently. Not real sure where I'm supposed to get that. Oh, I already found one over there. So it's gonna be scattered all over the place here, apparently. There's one over there as well. Alright. Let's get it done. Boom, 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 boom. Where's it at? There it is. There's one right here, is there not? Oh, it's going to be up above me. I got it now. Okay. Let's continue doing the ones downstairs first. Then we'll go upstairs. So we don't get confused. Another one that's upstairs. I was looking everywhere. I'm like, where is it at? Appears to be all of them here, so we'll go upstairs. Alright, we appear to have all of the water skins. We need rope. And that may not be here. That may be in a different area. But we'll continue looking around a little bit. We'll go across the other side now that we're on the second floor. By the way, when I was trying to finish this quest the other day, I couldn't find this guy. There he is, I think. He was hidden up here. It was the last one of the smiths, stout axe smiths I had to find. He was completely hidden. That was such a horrible quest to finish because I went all over and could not find him. I had a buddy get in and show me how to get to him. I was like, what? It's crazy. At any rate, it's obviously going to be in another area where the ropes are, so we're going to leave this area and see if we can go find the ropes. Bedroll, bedroll, okay. And I saw a coil of rope over there. Did I get all of them? No, we need another coil of rope. Ah, there it is. Alright, we got all of that. Deliver all of this to Dory's home. Alright. Oh, man. So Dory's home was actually on the far side over there. I wonder... Yeah, there it is. Let me do my daily task real quick before I forget. Working on this reputation right now. Alright, let me get my task item bag up. And let's open up the task. I'm trying to work on my... Are all of these? Huh. This is different than normal ones I go to. This one's got, I guess all of these are part of the Dwarfs of Erebor. Rotation with Grey Mountain Expedition. Oh, is that not the same thing? The Gray Company. I betcha. Oh, 1 second. All right. Let's see here. Let's Erebor is what I was trying to do. Dwarves of Erebor. I don't know that this is going to actually do the Dwarves of Erebor. Let me check down here. Gray Mountain Expedition. I think I'm gonna hold off on that because in fact, before I go too far, I want to go check this out. So make sure that I understand it properly. Let me go back outside of Erebor. Oh, heck, let's just take the fast way. There's a task. There's a task board outside here, outside of Erebor, and I know that one has Dwarves of Erebor reputation on it. And that one back there was different. That's kind of throwing me. Here it is. Yeah, this specifically says Dwarves of Erebor. Dwarves of Erebor. So yeah, the other one would be a totally different reputation. Now, I'm trying to get the Dwarves of Erebor reputation up right now. What? Architecture varieties? I have no idea. Somebody in the kinship talking to me, I think. Oh, there's. Okay, all right. I realize now I missed a statement in the chat. All right, let's get this thing up here. Let's see if we can get some more Dwarves of Erebor. In fact, let's bring that up. That'll be fun to watch. So rusted scimitars, is that really it? Let me find that. All right, we have 325. We are good. And we'll turn it in right here. Oh, it's in the wrong. Can't see it. There, we'll put it right there. Yeah, it moves. It's not fast, but it moves. You'll find in Lord of the Rings Online it's a very reputation-based game on a lot of things. So you go around to places if you want the cool fluff stuff and the mounts and all that. You want to work up your reputations with wherever area you're currently questing at. Not getting very far. That's better than nothing. Okay, we just this just popped up down here, which tells me my task limit is reached for the day. Alright, so we can stop doing that. And let's go back to Nori's house. So yes, the other one is a different faction. I'll have to check to see what's involved in that one. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. There wasn't a reputation person over here by him, was there? No. Okay, I was going to check to see real quick what they had available, but yeah. Oh, this is... Okay, went to a different spot. Did not mean to go here. But, that being said, I bet you at least one of these mounts is reputation based. Oh, it is way too loud here. I gotta get away from that waterfall. As I go right back to the waterfall. Alright, I'm lost. Where am I at? Yeah, right now, there's an event going on in the game. The Halloween event is gone, and currently we have the buried treasure event going. Somebody in Fernsmith and my kinship was talking about it. They're out there doing it right now. It's one that I've never really done. I tried it once, and that was it. Gotta circle back and try that eventually. Eventually. Alright, let's try this again. There we go.
Humph. Of all the dwarves I hoped to gather, I have found only 4. Spoke first to the dwarves I traveled with on the quest of old to the Lonely Mountain, but only Bofer and Glowin have agreed to join us. Biffer offered no reason for his refusal, but I do not doubt he has seen enough of battle. As for the others, Dwalin must tend to his duties at Thorin's Hall in the Ered Luin, and I would not ask Bomber or the fine dwarves who bear him about to make such a journey. Ah, but the elder of the Stoutaxes, the one named Spakloth. He is a keen dwarf. I spoke to him of our task in the Ered Mithrin, and he offered 2 of his finest warriors to me, Nath and Dorari. Are young in the years of dwarves, but if the wisdom of my kinsfolk should fail us, the might of the Stoutaxes will deliver us from trouble. I have spoken enough of such things. You have gathered what I asked, and now you should prepare 6 packs, only for each. Sorry, not only. 1 for each of the dwarves of the company, and 1 for my brother Nori, for when he is found. Once that is done, return to me.
Okay, so we need to make some packs. It's a really is a nice looking bedroom. The bed's really cool looking and everything. Ah, there's Glowin.
Very good, Lorandon. After dusk, we will gather before the gates of Erebor and begin our journey into the Ered Mithrin under the cover of darkness. If you have any unfinished business in Erebor, I would see to it. The hour soon approaches.
Alright, so basically that's telling us that this is going to take us away from Erebor, so let's go do what we still have here in Erebor to do. Which, what we have is this little quest over here in the new loads. Huh. Interesting. I have not seen this. Will it let me in? Oh, it's lagged. Let me in. There we are. My horse couldn't make it over the lip there. You can't make this stuff up. So, okay. Apparently it's for something later in quest, I'm assuming. But you know me, I seen something I hadn't seen before, so I had to check it out. Does this go anywhere? No. Where's the stairs? There they are. I've never understood why the dwarves refuse to put railings or anything up around their stairs so that you have an indication of where the actual stairs are. You just have to go to the edge and see if it's a plummet to your death or if it's where you need to go. I guess the dwarves figure that if you're that stupid, then they'll just eliminate you from the population. Okay. We're in the new loads, and our person should be right here. It's not that person up there. It's the entrance to the recently delved new loads of Narthak.
Althi speaks very highly of you. Welcome to Narathak, our latest delving.
And tells me you can hold your own in a good old-fashioned tavern brawl. Are you also adept at clearing mines of vermin? Every new delve we dig seems to unearth all manner of unpleasant pests, and these new loads are no exception. I have a crate of precious stones ready to return to Mother Amma, and I could use someone to carry it, but if you could first thin the ranks of the cave claws and other irritations in Narthak, I would be ever at your service.
Okay, so he wants me to go wipe out some of the baddies. We need to take out 8 of these annoyances. Headphones are squishing my ears. It's starting to hurt. One of these years I'm going to get some more comfortable headphones. You know what I haven't done in this whole stream? I haven't asked y'all to hit the subscribe button in YouTube. My God, what is wrong with me? We are at 772, I think, last time I checked. I think that's what it is. Subscribers in YouTube, on YouTube, and I need 1,000 to get to the next step in my journey of streaming the most ultimate awesome content on Earth. So if you would, head over to youtube.com/Ferone1, hit the subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing other than a couple seconds of your time, and it makes me all giddy inside every time I see the numbers go up. Also, if you're over on Twitch or Twitter, either one, hit that follow button. There's a mine crate coming, and it's got no person, it's mind of its own. Look at that. Could have killed me. In case you don't know, I stream every Saturday morning, starting sometime around 7 a.m. I say sometime because, you know what, it's in there. You know, it's not specific. So, yeah, starting around 7 a.m. Central U.S. time and go until about 11 a.m. or therefore. Depends on what's going on and if I really get involved with something. Sometimes I'll go a little bit longer. Then you can always head over to youtube.com/Ferone1 throughout the week to watch the rebroadcast at any time. Well, he wants me to do something else. Pick up a crate of precious stones. Oh, I didn't even know there was a crate of precious stones. I'm missing that somewhere. I wonder, is that... Okay, I'm not certain about that. I didn't see any down there, and he told us to kill 8 of those. So I'm going to go back to him and see just by chance if the crate of precious stones are sitting right next to him, because the map shows it as one big huge purple thing, but I've been fooled enough by these game designers. It's time to check to see. Look at that. The crate of precious stones is right there by him. Okay. So we have our crate, and we need to carry the crate of precious stones to Mother Amma in the jewel stead. Thank God they got it going fast. Good morning, Doc Shiro. Gonna make our way to the jewel stead. If I can find it, you know my ability of getting around Erebor is quite limited. Although I think I got lucky this time. I think I took a correct turn at Albuquerque back there. That's not the jewel stead. Jewel stead's right over here. Where's Mother Amma? There we are. Okay. Did I have to stand on the table to pick up the necklace? That's kind of odd. Okay. What does it say now? Carry the necklace to Urfith, the customer who requested it. And where's Urfith at? I don't know. This is going to be interesting. He's not actually in here, is he? I don't think so. Maybe I should check the quest. Customer requested Earth can be found on the west side of the dwelling halls of Erebor. On one of the lower levels, the dwelling halls. Is that the houses? I think it is the housing community, but I could be wrong. To the abodes of Erebor, so that doesn't seem like it. Oh, it actually, for once, it has it here. Erebor has been bad so far of not having things show up on the map, but at least these quests are showing up on the map. That's not a staircase. Let's check my map again. I think it's over there. Is this it? That's Scholar's Abode. Is that... Yep, that appears to be it. Let's go in here. Well, Oh, it did say on the lower. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's not in here. Because we're up high right now. It's in the lower area. Is there a staircase anywhere, or do I just plummet? We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Just walk it off. Rub a little dirt on it. It'll be okay. Alright, now let's check the map again. Here we are. Oh, that's him right there. Okay.
I had heard a rumor that the gem cutters might leave Erebor in disgrace.
I'd expected the delivery to come from one of the gem cutters themselves, but so long as I have the piece I requested, I suppose it is worth no complaint. There's something about the personal touch that turns an ordinary customer into a repeat customer, if you ask me, but apparently that is not something everyone believes, unless... Aerfith trails off and looks at you conspiratorially. I had heard a rumor that the gem cutters might have fallen on hard times, and they planned to leave Erebor in disgrace. I am not saying it is true, just that I heard of it from the tail spinner Kirill. And if the gem cutters have chosen to delegate their responsibilities to others, then perhaps there is some truth in it. Thank you for the delivery, even so. I will miss the gem cutters when they depart Erebor.
Excuse me.
Even if their service has lost the touch of the personal that first made me interested in their pieces. Do you think this has something to do with Funi's long departure? He brought one of the sons with him, but left the others with his wife. I heard from Kirill that they might rejoin him and start a new life away across the Misty Mountains, but I don't know what I believe that part of it. Don't know that I believe that part of it. I'll learn to read eventually. Someone named Kill has been spreading rumors about the gem cutters. I bet you we gotta go find him. Nope, we gotta go back to the gem cutters. I bet we have to go back to the gem cutters. I wonder if the gem cutters will cut a gem for me. I don't know. That's not them. I'll always try to go there. Oh God, get off the mount so we can go over the doorstep. Good morning, Silmar.
How did it go?
Did Erebor the Quarrelsome find something about which to complain? You reluctantly recount the rumor that Erebor mentioned to you about the gem cutters leaving Erebor in disgrace, and Othi's cheerful face twists angrily. Leave the lonely mountain? And in disgrace? What rubbish! Where did Erebor hear this nonsense? Who is spreading these lies about my family? Hey, look, he did cut us a gem. They're right here. We got Might, which is an upgrade. And we got Agility, and we got more Might. It's the same thing, right? Vitality and Resistance rating. Vitality and Resistance rating. That is so weird. I don't know why they do that. 292, 1490. 219, 1860. So if you want more Resistance rating, you can go with that one. Okay, that's why they do it. Stop your belly aching. We'll take that one there. It is better than what we got, right? Yes, more or less. I hate to lose my tactical mitigation. Alright.
Who is spreading these lies about my family?
You say Erebor mentioned the name Kill? That does not surprise me. He is one of the Zelruka. Well, that's hard to say. Zelruka, a clan of dwarves from the east. But he has lived here in Erebor for many years and caused no serious trouble. Until now. He is a spinner of tales, and in my experience he has never had a truthful thing to say. I have found his untrue tales to be harmless for the most part. He has never spoken ill of my family before. Why has he now begun to spread these lies about the gem cutters? Go ask him why he has chosen this course, Lorandon. He tends to loiter outside by the entrance to the Lonely Mountain, but I have not seen him today. Alright, let's put our necklace on that we just got. And let's check our essence to see if we got anything worth putting on there, because we just lost Supreme Essence of Tactical Mitigation. So let's put tack in. Tactical. I'll learn how to spell it eventually. We got mastery, but we don't need mastery. Mitigation. All right, so what do we got here? We got this one here. That is 663, 769. I like that one. 324 and 424. We got this one right here. Minimum level 106. We got that. So let's go ahead and use one. We'll right click it and we'll put it in here. Now I just noticed when I did that we have a cloak that we haven't put anything in yet. Let me see if we got any crit. So those are defense, critical defenses. I wasn't really looking for critical defense. How about might? We have maximum level 140, so that'll work for us. We don't want to hold on to that for a long time because you'll go past that. You notice that down there it says minimum level 106, maximum level 140. So that's the item it's going on. So it's not something you want to hold on to for the end game because the end game now is at 150. Just a little thing thrown out there, not a big deal. All right, so we're going to right click that one and we'll put it on our heavy cloak of Thorin strength. We'll give it more strength by putting might on it. All right, let's get this off of here. We'll throw this back in here. Can we break this down? Yes, we can get motes out of it, so that's always fantastic. We'll break it down to get some motes of enchantment. Now, let's go find this this individual that's spreading rumors, so we can ask him what the heck his problem is. And hey, good, it's right over there. Actually, the fastest way to get to him, honestly, would be to use this and then come inside because he's right by the door. 1 hour down, everybody. We've gone 1 hour. It is now 8:19 a.m. By the way, I didn't mention it's November 9th, 2024. Saturday. Had a great week of work, a lot going on, a lot of stresses, a lot of things to fix, and a lot of successes. So that's always a great way to end a week of work, right? Oh man. Okay, so where is this guy hiding at? As if he's hiding from me. Where are you at, rumor monger? Oh. It showed the thing on the map, but what it meant was it's outside, so we wasted our time coming back inside. Yeah. Alright, is he out here anywhere? Where is Kill? I'm looking for Kill. I must speak to him and ask him what his issue is. On behalf of the gem cutters. Where's he at? I am going to the right spot, right? Meet, not him. Find Kill. It's the chapter 7.2 one. That's right here. Oh, it's blinking up here. Okay. Sometimes it gets super hard to see everything. You just got to uncheck everything on the map and then check just one. Okay, so it's up there. Oh. Gotta take care of this wolf here. It would help if I was close to him. That was a practice swing, people. It was a practice swing. That wasn't me being stupid.
Not at all. Okay. Is he over here somewhere? Probably up there. Yeah. Where are you hiding? I found him.
Another listener.
If you would like to hear grand tales about the history of the dwarves and other peoples of the north, you have come to the right spot.
In March, an army of Janguvar came out of the east and crossed the Iron Fold.
Led by their fearsome chieftains and emboldened by the power of Sauron, they threatened the people of the Dale lands, and King Bran stood between his people and their terrible foes. While the men of Dale fled before the approaching army, hoping to make for the safety of the Lonely Mountain and the protection of their dwarf allies, King Bran stood alone in the water of the river crossing. He was felled by arrows in the stream, and King Dane escaped to the safety of Erebor. Should he have stood with his ally and risked death thereby? Who can say? The dwarves had need of their king, and after the flight to the Lonely Mountain, he fought against the Jengovar and died before the very gates. The mountain was besieged, and both Dale and Erebor were saved only by the sudden defeat of Sauron in the lands far to the south. Had it only come sooner, both King Brand and Dane in Ironfoot might still live to lead their people. Is that truly how events unfolded? I don't know. So I can choose, I don't know which one I want to use. I'm going to go with him. Actually, King Brand and Dane Ironfoot died when it went off my screen. I couldn't read it. Before the gates of Erebor, Gil's account is wrong.
There is no shortage of tales from the Battle of Dale and the siege of the Lonely Mountain.
My friends, have you heard tell of the great furnace the Jengovar built by Ravenhill? A frightening construction of pipes and valves it was, with wings of red leather extending above in mimicry of the dragon Smog. None can say for certain what powered the terrible device, but I heard from some who saw it that the furnace contained a fire grim of unsurpassed heat. Metal pipes carried noxious fumes from the device to channels in the stone. The Jengovar believed they could fill the Lonely Mountain with smoke and force the dwarves to flee from their well-protected fastness. You may scoff, but friends of mine saw this device with their own eyes. It was destroyed by a small group of canny dwarves who manipulated the valves and prevented too much smoke from entering the mountain. They shut down the machine and defeated the Firegrim, if such it was. Truly there was enough bravery to go around on that day, even if some do not believe this tale. I assure you it is true. Oh, now I have to do this whole thing again. I'm going to go with ahem. You have heard much of the battle, but have seen no evidence of such a machine.
Hearken now to a tale of the distant past.
These stories are of recent vintage, it is true. Hearken now to a tale of the distant past. A tale that grows in mystery and allure with every passing decade. More than 6,000 years ago, the land shook with great calamity, and the home of my people was riven with great cracks and torn asunder. The beautiful hall of torrents in the distant east collapsed, and thousands of my people were slain. The Zelruka became a wandering people, and were turned away by all their neighbors. But King Durin II, who ruled in Khazad-dûm, heard of their plight and showed mercy to the wanderers. He bade them travel to the Grey Mountains and promised a place would be made for them in Gundabad. King Thuras of the Zelruka began a great march across the northern lands and stayed for a time, helping the Longbeards of the Iron Hills repair their own damaged halls. When the Zelruka again departed for Gundabad, they parted as friends and promised a healthy trade partnership when they came to their new home. Killy pauses dramatically. But they never arrived at Gundabad. King Thuras and the Zelruka disappeared in the Grey Mountains, and no trace of them was ever found. King Durin and his son Borin sent several companies of dwarves to search for them, but to no avail. After 7 times 7 years, the Longbeards gave up the search. And yet one of the Zelruka survived. His name was Gulrek, and he appeared without warning at the gates of Gundabad, half-starved and raving mad. He told a confused tale of what had befallen his people, that they came across a stream that flowed out of the high mountains and gleamed like silver. The shine of the water came from tiny fragments of mithril, and when the Zelruka followed it to its source, they discovered a grand cavern full of gold, wondrous gemstones, and mithril to rival Khazad-dûm. They abandoned their journey at once and carved a great hall they named Thafar Gathol, the Grey Citadel, and they used all their craft and spells to hide the entrance. What became of Thafar Gathol no tale tells, and neither does history record how Gulrek alone came to Gundabad. But Zelruka and Longbeard alike still lust for the riches of lost Thafar Gathol, and despite numerous attempts at searching the Grey Mountains, none have ever had the good fortune to find it since it vanished. But it is still out there, my friends, waiting to be found. I'm going to go with an ahem. Thafar Gathol sounds as it always has, a fanciful story with little basis in reality.
The promise of finding lost Thafar Gathol has long moved the hearts of dwarves.
The hearts of Longbeards and Zelruka to adventure among the dangerous mountains, disturbing worm and orc alike, but none have returned from such journeys with news of its whereabouts. It has attained an air of mystery and of dread, and some dwarves have chosen less daring pursuits, if less rewarding. That is the case with the Gem Cutters, a Longbeard family whose jewelry has achieved some renown among the folk of the Lonely Mountain. In recent months, their craft has fallen somewhat, and Funi Gem Cutter has had to leave his wife and 2 of his sons behind while he seeks some means of recovering their fortunes. I heard he traveled beyond the Misty Mountains and is over long in returning, which causes his wife to worry. If he does not return soon, and with good tidings of new fortune, she will be forced to abandon their home and set out from the Lonely Mountain in disgrace. It is a shame, but such things have been happening more and more often in these difficult days. You tell Kill that you have heard these rumors concerning the Gem Cutters are untrue, and he snorts. I only know what I have heard, friend. It is not so hard to believe, is it? I speak only the truth, and I bristle at the suggestion that my stories are anything but honest. Yeah, well, you're wrong. Refuses to take back his story about the Gem Cutters. Okay, and talk to Athi Gem Cutter in the Jewels Day. Okay, so we gotta go tell Athi that Kill is a big pain in the butt out here, and maybe we should just, come out here and kick his big old dwarven ass. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
At least I've kind of figured out how to get to the gem cutters now. This whole area is kind of odd the way it's laid out. Very confusing. Off the mount, because that doorstep there is way too difficult for a mount. Oh, man, my nose is bugging me. There we are. I don't think that he's going to be too pleased when I tell him what's going on.
Keel Tail Spinner always speaks such nonsense.
It is as I said, is it not? Keel-tail Spinner always speaks such nonsense. What stories did he spin for you today? You briefly recount Keel's words, and Othi laughs aloud. Utter rubbish and nonsense. Everyone knows that King Brand and Dame Ironfoot fought side by side before the gates of the Lonely Mountain, and when the King of Del fell, the King under the mountain fought to protect his allies' body from the ravages of their foes, ceasing only when he too was slain. And a machine powered by a fire grim? How could the Jangovar have ever constructed such a device, or tamed such a spirit? It is an absurdity. But none of these are as unbelievable as the tale of Thafragathul. Bah! If such a city ever existed, it would have been found by now. Preposterous drivel.
I must take this matter before King Thorin.
And yet, none of these tales are as personally offensive to me as the gossip he spreads about my family. Seems he will not stop until he is forced to stop, Lorandon. I must take this matter before King Thorin. Only the king under the mountain can prevail upon Kil to cease his rumor-mongering. Will you speak on my behalf before the king? I trust you and no others to help me with this, my friend. Tell me if you are willing, and we will petition King Thorin together. Are you ready to go?
Surely King Thorin will hear my plea.
And command Kil to cease speaking falsehoods about my family. Let's go. Let's go.
I will hear this complaint, but not at my throne. I will go among the people.
Interesting. This is highly irregular. Why does the king choose not to hear this grievance at his throne? Would he not be more comfortable at his high seat? My king, this is most... Hold it, is he here? Oh, irregular. I wish to go among my people. What is he saying there? Rostir? Should they not something? Should they not more often hear my voice? Yes, my king. I have spent some time in thought these past few days. Many are the dangers arrayed before our people. It is my burden to choose for them which of these threats to oppose. Come then, Othi, what is your complaint? My king, it has come to my attention that Kil has spread false tales about my family. Lorandon heard one such tale from a customer of ours, and later from Kil himself. What false tales are these? Kil claims my family's craft skill has declined. He claims we plan to leave the mountain in disgrace. Such lies will make my dear mother's beard go gray. Is this true, Kil? I don't know if his mother's beard will go gray. An outrage, you scoundrel! Remember you speak to your king, Kil. King Thorin, I am no Longbeard, I am of the Zelruka. But I speak to you with respect. You're about to be spoken to with a sword. That will be enough, Hrostir. Oh, did Hrostir say something? Not with enough I warrant. Okay. Do you deny the truth of these claims, Zelruka? Each of my stories is built around truth, King Thorin.
I have arrived at a judgment. King Thorin, may I say one thing first? Go ahead. It is a point of pride for me that so many dwarves listen to my stories.
Yeah, well, stop lying.
This is true, they say of some. This is untrue, they say of others. I know you experienced this too. What do you mean? You named your son Durin. It is a name of great import. Some dwarves say this name signifies he will do great things. Others say it is just a name.
Oh, he is really pushing it.
But I say he will grow into his name. I say he will be Durin the Deathless come again. That is enough, Zalruka. Lorendon, may I have a word? Gil seeks to flatter me, but I am too wise a king to fall prey to such a tactic. I named my son Durin for my own reasons, and I do not feel the need to share them with the Longbeards or with Zalruka. He stays now in Jarnfast with my brother Nain, Lord of the Iron Hills, and he will be king after me. If he is to be anything else, is certainly beyond the sight of this Zalruka. King Thorin strokes his beard, and you might detect a slight upturn among his whiskers. Does he smile in spite of Gil's flattery, or because of it? Durin the Deathless come again? Imagine that. This is my judgment. Gil, you have stayed in Erebor for long enough. You must depart. From what land do you hail? My father, Branit, kept a home in Jarnfast. I have not been there for many years. Jarnfast, you say? How fortunate. It guides my further commands. Othi Gemcutter, you will accompany Kiel to Jarnfast. Then you may return. But, my king, I cannot oversee every little feud between dwarves. I understand, my king. Lorendon, I ask you to accompany Othi and Kiel on this errand. Speak to my brother Nain at the Iron Fort, and bring my son Durin back home. It is time he learned the ways of the king. That is all.
All right. Maybe Othi will kick Kill's butt on the road. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen here. The plot thickens, as they would say.
The king ruled in my favor. Why then do I feel as if he also ruled against me? Did I win or did I lose? I suppose we should be going, Lorendon. Let us return to my home and perhaps we can make sense of this.
I am pleased King Thorin ruled in my favor, but...
I cannot help but feel that in some respect I am being punished for bringing the matter to him. Now we have to escort Kiel to his father's home in Jarnfast? Ah, let him travel by himself. I suppose I should gather my belongings for the journey. At least Kiel's gossip has been stopped and he will no longer trouble my family in Erebor. That is surely worth the trip to the Ironfold. Lorendon?
You should check in with Gandalf before we leave.
I will meet you outside the entrance to the Lonely Mountain after I have gathered the things I will need for the journey, and said goodbye to my mother and my brother. It will not be long. We gemcutters are not especially sentimental. If you have any preparations to make before we set out for the Ironfold, I suggest that you make them. You might want to check in with Gandalf before we leave. I do not know him very well, but I know enough about wizards to tell you they do not like surprises. Tell him we will be away for a few days, so if he has need of you, he will know where you might be found. King Thorin ordered that a room be set aside for the wizards somewhere in the dwelling halls. I know that's the wizard. Okay, we were there a while ago, remember? I believe you will find it east of here and up several stairs. I expect it was chosen to satisfy the well-known
predilection, that's a weird word, of wizards for tall towers, and will be quite high up. Alright, so we will get to choose an item when we finish that. This is going to be a pocket item. Right now we have our Stone of the Tortoise in because we didn't want to go... I didn't want to go past level 120 right now and make all these quests super stupid easy. They're already easy, but anyway. But it would be nice to get a nice item to put in there. Is it Might, Vitality, and Parrying on both of them? 403, 1159. Okay, so there's the difference. That's higher parry. Alright, anyway, we can't get it right now. But when we turn that in, we will. By the way, if you ever wondered in Lord of the Rings Online how you can make your character walk, you press the insert key and change them to a walk emote. Just press the insert key again and it'll take you back to run. Alright, so let's see if we can find the wizard's place again. We found it before by accident and I went in and there was nobody there. Remember I said that this is obviously for a quest later on. Let me see, does that go around or not? I don't think it does. We'll go this way. Ah, here we are. And there it is, right there. Open, says me. There you go. Of course, the last room I look in.
Ah, there you are. I have been deep in study.
I have been studying several historical accounts concerning the struggles of Thorin's folk. Many are the hardships they have faced, more than a few of their own making, but these accounts do not agree on all the particulars. Dragons feature prominently, as you might expect, and I see the hand of Karazgar at work in some of the events that befell the dwarves in this area. You tell Gandalf that King Thorin has requested you travel to Jarnfast in the Ironfold and return to the Lonely Mountain with his son. Gandalf strokes his beard. He believes it is time for Durin to learn the ways of the king, does he? That is new. Thorin is stubborn, as are most of his family, and I thought his decision to keep Durin from harm or difficulty would last longer than this. Why the change, I wonder? Safe travels to you, Lorandin. Keep one eye open for Karazgar or his agents while you travel in the Ironfold. I will see you when you return. Okay, meet up with Othi and kill outside the entrance to the Lonely Mountain. Alright, perfect. So we're going to go outside the Lonely Mountain, and that we can click right here to get there. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. There they are. Althea and Kill are waiting for you, but neither seems eager to depart.
I have not been back to my father's home in Yarnfast for many years.
Okay, so they're pronouncing that yarn fast, not jarn. Yarn. Were it not for the command of King Thorin, I would not return now. But I cannot remain here if the king under the mountain orders me to leave. Zaruka do not answer to Longbeards, but I will not gainsay the word of a king. So we will be traveling companions for a short while, Lorandin. I suppose I welcome the company, even if the son of Funi Gemcutter does not.
We are to escort Kiel to Yarnfast, and that we will do.
Well, I am here, despite my wish to be elsewhere. Surely Kil could find his own way back to his father's old home, but you will not hear me speak crosswise to King Thorin's command. We are to escort Kil to Yarnfast, and that we will do. I will only grumble about it a little, and beneath my beard. Mother Amma suggested that we make the most of the journey into the Ironfold, since the gem cutters do not often travel out that way. She has made a list of suggested activities for us to pursue on our way. The gem cutter always seeks to make things better for those he meets, she says, and I could not possibly argue with that. So her list consists of a few tasks she recommended we complete to keep the land and its people safe, as well as a number of family friends in the Ironfold I have not seen in some time that we might visit. I do not feel particularly strongly about which of these tasks we complete, so I leave the decision-making up to you, Lorandon. Why not choose 4 of these errands to carry out on our way to Yarnfast? Interesting. No, Gil, you do not get a say in the matter. This is your fault, and you're lucky we let you speak on this journey at all. You leave the decisions to me and to Lorandon. Complete any 4 of the objectives Althea suggested as you travel through the Ironfold to Yarnfast. Interesting. So you don't have to do them all. I wonder if you can do them all. Okay. And that is going to take us over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncheck that, and we're going to check the other ones because there are things I believe we still need to do here. Into the Ironfold, that's that up there. Nope, it's over there. Uncheck that. The Forsaken of Mordor. We still have hunting to the north. That's these, I think. No, it's this one. State of the Expedition. Let me check something. State of the Expedition. That's this one here. That is a level 118 quest, so it's still okay to work on. What was the... There it is. The Forsaken of Mordor. Aid Spakorth with carving out a home. Aid Dreary with hunting to the north. Okay, we are currently working on that. That's hunting to the north right there. So we're going to do that one right now. Hunting to the north is basically killing boars and deer and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to go do. I have not noticed these people over here before. Is this new? These NPCs have popped up. Ah, I see. Doria's gathered his company beneath a tree. Okay, this is the Dory thing. That's duty to king and kin. That is a level 117. We'll come back to that because I want to go ahead and get these others done here real quick. Alright, we need boars and deer. And they can be anywhere out here, I believe. But I won't pass up more Skarn deposits. Ah, my ear. It's hurting. Okay, Bear, you're protecting a node that I want to pick up. I think he wants to fight. He wants to fight. It's like, bring it on! We'll make a nice rug. That's what we need right there. Okay, we haven't done these yet. Let's go ahead and get these things rolling.
Don't need them, but I just like using them. Had some coffee there so I can run a little faster out of combat. Some food, some scrolls, and we'll grab this food whenever the timer comes back up. It connects the trail food with the coffee. Don't know why, but it does. Oh, there we are. We're ready now. This over here, by the way, is a it is a plugin called Buff Monitor, I think it is. Something like that. Hold on. Buff Monitor. That's what it's called. And while I'm showing you all these things, Deed Tracker is one of my favorites. That's this thing right here, basically. And More Map is very helpful at times. This one I love, Opaque Quest Tracker. It's so simple. That is this thing you see over here. This see how I can move that around? All that is an opaque square, rectangle, whatever background that goes under whatever you put it on under, and so therefore you can actually see the quest tracker. Because see how you can't really read the quest tracker that well? You can just put this underneath there. Let me go ahead and lock it. There's a little lock right there. There we are. Now I can't move it or resize it at this point. And if I was to go into the opaque quest tracker here, I can change the opacity of it, so I can make it fully black if I wanted. I just make it to where I can see it and it doesn't interfere too much with the background. One of my favorite plugins. Thank God for the person who made that. And Voyage is my favorite one, absolutely. That is this right here. Keeps all of your return to, travel to, whatever things. And if they're highlighted, that means you have it. If they're grayed out, that means you have never gotten it yet. So you know what you can get. And you just click it and you go. That is a fantastic plugin. And if you're new to the game, Where to Play is a nice little plugin. Basically tells you areas based on the level of those areas. If you follow the epic storyline and do the quest around where the epic takes you at any given time, you don't really need it, but it's not a bad thing to have. It's kind of nice. Those are the plugins I use. I don't really use anything other than that. I have the fish log and the bird log, but I wasn't too interested in it after I got it because it's chat based only. It's just in your chat window. You type in commands and it tells you things. I thought it was going to be a UI, so it'd pop up a window and show you everything, like what you're still needing and where you need it or whatever. It didn't do that, so they're still there. I'll probably uninstall them eventually. While we're out here killing random mobs for these quests, let me remind you, go over to youtube.com/Faroon1 and please hit the subscribe button. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I believe we're at 772, I think, last I checked. Getting there, but it's taken a while. It is always extremely hard to get subscribers on YouTube. Costs nothing. It is not anything that costs me anything to subscribe on YouTube. It's basically the same thing as hitting follow on Twitter or Twitch. It's free. And speaking of which, head over to Twitch and Twitter both and follow me there. Moose does not count, but there is a deer over there. Right after I cut these branches. we got all the venison. we need boars. I think they're going to be further down into the area down here. A dwarf marker. Have I gotten that? I think I have. It's glowing, and you know what I say. If it glows in an MMO, click it or kill it. There are no other options in MMO. Did it do anything? I don't know that it did anything. Doesn't say it did anything. but it did stop glowing, so there's that. I don't know. You would have thought there would have been some indication of something there. At least it's not re-clickable, so I think we did what we were supposed to do, whatever that's for. I'm assuming there's a deed associated with it that I just don't have tracked right now. It's kind of like the fish plaques in Lake Town. I kept seeing them everywhere, and I was like, those are clickable. I'm going to click on every single one of them and see if something ends up happening. And sure enough, there was a deed associated with it at the end. It finished that deed. I don't know if that's what's called a hidden deed, or if I just didn't notice the first time and got a deed started. I don't know either way, but it did do it. Let's see. Aha! Boar! So as you can see in Lord of the Rings Online, you get a whole lot of story. Good story. Very compelling, interesting story. And then you get your typical MMO flair like this here. So it goes back and forth. But I find there's much more meaningful story in Lord of the Rings Online than you find in other MMOs. Most MMOs just, they go heavily on the whole idea of just taking a quest, go killing a bunch of mobs for the quest, come back, turn it in, go to the next one, yada yada yada. Story is like an afterthought to them. And this game is very different from that. Man, we need more boars. Uh-oh, we're lagged. He should have fought me faster. Hopefully not an indication that the lag is about to attack. I hate when the lag master attacks, the lag monster even attacks. One of these days, I hope we have a great raid and we take the fight to the lag monster and kill it once and all. If they ever do actually get the lag fixed in the game, get the servers to actually stop with all this lag they've had for years, it would be awesome if they, just for the fun of it, put in a raid mob on an event type thing, like once a year or something, where everybody could go raid and kill the lag monster. That would be so freaking awesome. I doubt that they would do that, but it would be so cool. That would be cool. Maybe give you a plaque you can put on your wall in your house that says, I fought the lag monster and all I got for it was this plaque. Man, where are the boars? They're hiding. Everything but boars out here. Oh, I see one. I just had to complain. As usual, I see more people are watching me live on Twitter, over on X, than on Twitch or YouTube combined. If all of you over there on X would do me a great favor and share the video with your friends and family, get more people aware of it, that'd be great. So I seem to have a large populace of people on Twitter that like to watch live. But they never comment, they never share, they never like or anything. It's kind of odd. They just watch. I see them every week, but nobody ever says anything. I think we have found the Valley of the Boars. Well, we found a few boars at least. Let's check something. This is always fun. Let's check our deed tracker and look at, where would this be at? Is it Erebor? Southern Mirkwood. Strongholds of the North. I think that's it. Yeah, this is it. So I have completed 38% of the deeds in Strongholds of the North. It's always something when you know you've gone through a crap ton of quests and stuff and you're pretty much close to finishing an area and you go check the deed tracker and it shows you just how few deeds you've actually completed. It's eye-opening. I really wish they had a thing that would show you all the quests. So you could, for a completionist like me, at least if you did show the quest and how many there are in an area and how many you've completed, then I could get that warm, fuzzy feeling of, completionism. But with the deeds, it's much harder to 100% all the deeds in an area, and that's the only indication you really have in the game. It's unfortunate, because a lot of games, like World of Warcraft, they have all the quests in the achievements as well, so it shows you, what your progress so far in an area is. I consider deeds to be above and beyond the progress of an area. It really is the quest that's the progress of an area, and they just don't show that in this game. I wish they would change that. By the way, that deed tracker isn't built into the game. That is the plugin I was showing y'all earlier. And the interesting thing about that plugin, just so you know, if you install this plugin at before you create your character or right after you create your character, as you play the game, it will keep track of all of your achievements, all of your deeds as they complete. It sees it on, go through your chat or whatever, and it marks them. If you install the deed tracker after you've already been playing a character, you will have to go through here and checkbox all the ones you've already done, because it won't know. Apparently there's not an option in the game, I guess, for a plugin to request that kind of information. It would be nice if they added it, but it's one of those things you don't expect them to actually do it. That would be an effort and probably not worth their time. It would be worth their time to the customers, but not to the designers and developers probably. They're busy making new content for us. So yeah, if you haven't created a character yet, or you've just created one, he's early on, and you want to do the deed tracker, I highly recommend it. One of the neat things I really like about it, not to keep dwelling on this, I'm like, squirrel, but is it will actually tell you how much Lotro points you can get in areas. So like in the Strongholds of the North, I can get, man, that's not much, 60? Yeah, 60 Lotro points. Is that right? Man, that seems low. and how much virtue experience. I believe the blue is the virtue experience, and the yellow coins is the Lotro points. Excuse me. And it actually shows me up here how many Lotro points are available in total on this page, so all of Rovanian. Oh, recent completions window. It won't open it. I don't understand that. There's the virtue experience. So yes, the blue ones are the virtue experience. But like, you can look back here on Erebor if you've ever wondered. Breland, all of Breland is worth 210 Lotro points and 76,000 virtue experience. Shire's worth 155 Lotro points, and Ered Luin is 185 Lotro points. Swanfleet, amazingly enough, it's only 100 Lotro points. But it does have the highest of the virtue experience that you can gain in that area. So yeah, it's really cool. And I love looking at this, like Lone Lands, 100%. Woo! Yeah, you can see I have not 100%ed hardly anything. Just Lone Lands. So close on North Downs and Dunlin. I may have to go back at some point. None of them in Rovanian. Gondor, not even close. Mordor, yeah, no. Haven't got there yet. Hobbies. I'm very proud of the fact that my birding is complete. I've been working on my fishing. I've got one of them done, Trout Master. And then you've got your instances as well. Barely done anything on the instances. Skirmishes, barely done anything. I don't do skirmishes a lot. I need to get into that at some point. And then you have a class, race, and epic stuff, which is pretty cool as well. Still a lot to go. Look at the reputations. I'm at 32% on that. Reputations is worth a lot of Lotro points, and this is throughout the whole game. This is worth 2,215 Lotro points for getting up reputations. Anyway, there's a little squirrel for you there. Let's keep moving, see if we can find some more boars. Uh-oh. We have the lag monsters attacked. I couldn't move there for a second. I find it interesting that Lord of the Rings Online allows you to actually earn their in-game currency, the currency for real money, by playing the game. That is what the Lotro points are. And that is really, really interesting, because most games do not allow that. It's one of the things that stands out about Lotro, how special it is. Now, that being said, I've read a lot of things online where people talk about, as the newer expansions come out, it seems like the amount of Lotro points you can earn in those new expansions goes down. So it seems like over time they're trying to lower it, or I don't know, maybe get rid of it eventually with new content, because they're not really keeping it up. Like you saw Swanfleet, that was a couple expansions ago, and it didn't have nearly the Lotro points that you could earn in the similar level areas from the past. Yay, we got it. So it's 14 and 14. We got that part done. The other one was helping hunting to the north. That was hunting to the north. This is carving out a home. Where is carving out a home? I wonder if I've talked to him yet. Oh, Spackorth. Yeah, he was at the King. I remember that now. That was something that was wanting me to go over this way. So we'll go turn this one quest in, but I don't think we'll be able to turn the other one in. Okay, where is his actual turn in? Looks like it's potentially inside. Have anything lit up here? Unfortunately not, so we'll just have to ride along and see if we see him here anywhere. I wonder if it says in the quest where he's at. Doesn't. So let's see if we can find him. Not going to be at the king, but we're going to ride up here just in case something pops up that we need to click on. No, there's nothing up here. Whoops. Ah. So when we were going this way, we didn't see anything pop up, which makes me... I think that it would have shown up even if it was upstairs above them. So let's go to the other side and ride down it to see if we see anything in the mini-map, basically, is where we're looking. Because this quest appears to be broken in that it doesn't show us on the map where we're supposed to go. Well, that's disconcerting. It's nowhere. Yeehaw! Oh, I think it may have been the stout axes over here that I was collecting food for. Yes, I found him. What a bountiful hunt. Thank you, Lorandon. Ugh, God. Alright, we finished that one. That didn't really do anything. It was like kind of anticlimactic there. What else do we have? So... that's 117. These are 115. Ah, it wasn't over there on the thing. Okay. Quest arc to continue. You should continue assisting the dwarves of Erebor. So really it's this one. Let's go ahead and unmark these. And... so dwarf holds. Let me unmark those. We'll add those back in a moment. You should meet, I'm sorry, Gladriel. can be found at either the court of Celebrim or Caris Galadon. To speak with Galadriel. That is Northern Mirkwood. Have I not spoke to her? Hold on. Hold on. I think we've missed a introduction quest. That was going to send us out here. That's pathetic. Alright, speak with Caris Galadon. Yeah, well that's poopy. And there's the Black Book of Mordor. We'll be following that shortly. What about the Dell Lands? Those are the Lost Lores. I still haven't got all those books. Alright, so we've got these two narrowed down. Let's get the Carving Out House. Collect crude stones from the slopes of Erebor. Could have totally got that while I was outside there. That's annoying. Alright. Yep, right over there. Stop! Stop! Couldn't hit the right keys. Must stop and get a branch. Is this part of it? It's not clickable, so I'm going to assume that that's not. We're not in the right area yet either. Almost there. Here we are. Alright. We got mobs chasing us, so go ahead and introduce them to the pointy end of my sword. Let's see if we can find these items we need out here. Realize I never used that. By golly, I've got it. I'm going to use it. Well, huh. Okay, here's a path. Ah, there's crude stone. Alright, we found it. Come on. Thank you. This mountain pass is rather windy. Oop, almost missed one. Oh, a dusty page.
Centuries of peace passed, and the memory of dragons faded. So it was that to the Grey Mountains we sojourned a second time, unknowing that the dragons who had lived and fled lay slumbering there.
We only got 3 pages left to get from the Lost Lore of the North. I could look them up online, or I could pull up the More maps and find them, and sometimes I do, but I kind of prefer finding them organically by playing the game. I want to see what else is up here. See if maybe there's another page. There's another page for a different one. That's the bark one. That's the elves.
It was given to him by men, Thor said. Men chanced upon it in some troll horde, he claimed. I was wroth and had no ears for such tales.
Okay, only 2 pages left on that one. What's this over here? Oh, we found something. Oh, we finished one of the Explorer deeds. Deed completed. It's not telling me which one, but I'm sure it's the Explorer. Had to be probably this one. Had to be probably, maybe, kinda. The way I said that was so goofy. Title awarded, we got Dances Through Dale. Deed bestowed, and again, it's not going to tell us what deed we got bestowed, so let's see if we can find that in our chat here anywhere. Explorer of the Dale Lands was the one we completed. Darn it, it's not telling me. Wonder if it's no, because it was a new one. Explorer of the North, maybe this one. Yeah, completed Explorer of the Dale Lands, so that started off this one here. Bright Leaves Floor, interesting. You can get a housing floor item from finishing this one. You have to finish all of the other explorers in this set, the Explorer of the North. That's another bug in the game, is that sometimes it'll open up the deed log to where, you know, the alerts show you, and other times it won't. It'll just open it up but not tell you which one you're actually on. And we got 5 free Lotro points for simply playing the game. Last light of Durin's day will shine upon the Keyhill. Oh, this is the spot! And I missed it this year. They actually do it in the game. And yeah, next year I am totally going to come up here and do this now that I know where it's at. That is really cool. Keep going, see if we can find anything here. Just kind of checking to see if I get any discoveries, or in particular, any more of the pages. That's what I'd like to get. If you don't know, this is all brand new to me. When I play Lorandon, I am basically playing content that I have never played before in the game. It's always brand new to me. Got us another one of the treasure caches. These are all over the area. Once you get to level 100 or something like that, you can start doing those. It's like it's a collection thing. It's a deed for that. I wonder if I can find that deed. Treasure Seeker of the North. I have gotten a whole whopping 3 of the 20. I'm a ways off from getting that. I've never finished any of the treasure ones. Again, it's one of those things that you could look it up or use more maps and you could find it, but I choose not to. At least not right now. I want to see what I can get on my own without that. Alright, looks like this is a dead end, so we've done everything possible up here. We'll head back down the mountain. Since I found that page, I'm going to actually go back down the mountain checking to see if I missed one, rather than using the return to that'll get me straight over to Erebor. The only reason, by the way, I can use those return tos so often, it's like every 5 minutes it's a cooldown, is because on this character I purchased, there's a couple of things. It's where you can return faster and so forth. I can't remember the names of them, but they're usually very expensive and you want to wait for sales before you buy them. But once you get all of them, it's either 2 or 3, I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly. Once you get all of them, it takes your reuse time on your return abilities down to 5 minutes, and that is phenomenal for going around doing the questing and everything in this game. But again, it's a very costly thing. You definitely want to wait for sales on that. Which, speaking of which, we have a very good sale going on right now. I say we. Standing Stone Games has a very good sale. I don't get anything, guys. Because I am not associated with them. But at any rate, they have a really good sale going on right now. It's where you choose your level of percentage off via coupon. It's kind of complex and people mess it up every year that I see this come around. So be careful and read it correctly. I believe you put in the coupon code and you are expected to use that coupon code right after you put it in. So don't think that you can log out, go to another character and come back in. I think you'll lose the coupon code if you do that. And the highest one's like 30%. So if you want to get something really expensive, like carry-alls, those are stupid expensive. The return time, reducers like I was talking about. The fast writing trait, which is actually account wide, is very expensive. All these expensive ones right now you could take 30% off of that, so that's a good option. Also keep in mind that Black Friday will be coming up, and in the past, I know as early as last year, they had Black Friday sales on here and they were really good, so keep that in mind. Don't waste all your Lotro points right now. Black Friday will be good. Unless they change it on me, then I'll just be a liar. But, let's hope they don't do that. Last year, I believe, one of the biggest things on there was the large carry-alls were like 50% off. And that is amazing. They never are that low. Then, of course, later in December, they should start having some holiday sales as well. Those usually are really big for their expansions. You can generally pick up their older expansions for really low prices, so keep that in mind. And typically, sometime it's either December or January, I can't remember. It may be around their anniversary time, actually, so I'm probably getting this part wrong. But they tend to give out code that will give you older expansions and quest packs for free. I've seen them do that a couple of times, so that should be coming up, I would think, if they're going to do it again. What, is this a marker I haven't gotten? It's lit up. I don't know if I've gotten it before. Hey, it's a spam call. We'll just go ahead and hit the deny on that. They constantly call me and tell me this annual enrollment time for Medicare, and do I have Part A and B? Well, let me get you over to my supervisor, who's always some guy that sounds like he's in India, but his name is usually Michael or John or something, and he wants to know my information because he's going to help me with my Medicare that I don't have because I'm not old enough for Medicare because it's a scam. But we get those calls nonstop every day, over and over and over. My brother even got one yesterday where it was the same guy twice in a row. Usually you'll get a different scammer at their scam office there in India, but he actually got the same guy twice. I thought that was hilarious. I don't know who falls for these things, but seriously, stop so that they'll go away. They've been doing this for years. Stop falling for these stupid scams, people. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is there a dusty page right here that I've never picked up? How in the world did I miss that? there is.
Many are the enemies of dwarves. Goblins, wargs, spiders, orcs. But oldest and greatest of our foes, yes. Maybe greater even than Durin's Bane. Are dragons.
Durin's Bane. I have seen Durin's Bane, because I have played through the Mines of Moria. Fantastic expansion. Fantastic. And I know I get some pushback from some people about this, but I still say the Mines of Moria expansion is the best expansion ever released for any MMORPG, sheerly based off of the amount and kind of content that it has, the storytelling, the unbelievable cliffhangers and things that would be spoilers if I told you. It's just an incredible expansion. It's what expansion should be in MMOs. Now, I didn't play it back in the day when it first came out, and a lot of the people that are against it played it back then, and it was, from what I hear, a horrible mess. But they've fixed a lot of things with it over the years, and it is phenomenal now. They've fixed a lot of it. So, man, I love that expansion. Now, I will be the first to admit that the expansion that came right after it, Siege of Mirkwood, is a big pile of poo. It sucks. It's boring. The only thing good in it is the epic quest, and beyond that, it really is a not good expansion. Just make your way through Siege of Mirkwood, get on to Rise of Isengard, one of the best expansions in the game. I loved Rise of Isengard. Loved it. Let's see. I think we have to go back over here to the same Stout Axe Dwarves. It's kind of interesting. They go through this pattern of great expansion, expansion, great expansion, expansion. They do that over and over. At least the early ones kind of went that way. Here we are. Rune Carver. I'll get back to that in just a second. Delivered the crude stones to Stout Axe. Oh, okay, so I gotta do this to a bunch of them. But anyway, it's like Mines of Moria, phenomenal. Siege of Mirkwood, oh my god. Then you get to Rise of Isengard, phenomenal. Then you get to Riders of Rohan, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not Siege of Mirkwood bad. It's just got a really bad mechanic in it, which is the war steeds. The mounted combat is absolutely horrible. And it's not that it was designed horrible, it's just the game can't handle it. The servers can't keep up with it. You move too fast. But at any rate, when you get past that, the stories and the areas, the experiences that you go through in Riders of Rohan are phenomenal. It's great. You just have to get past that really, really poor game mechanic. And who knows, maybe one day, whenever they get the servers fixed and we kill the Great Lag Monster raid boss, maybe mounted combat will be freaking amazing. You never know. But, yeah. So then after Rise of Rohan, you hit the, what is it? I think Helm's Deep is next? Can't remember what the exact expansion is called. In this game, they have expansions and they have free content that was put out. So not everything you're doing is part of an expansion. It may be part of a quest pack. It may be part of a free update they made. So you can't really go along those lines, but I think it was Helm's Deep that came after that. And playing through the whole story of going to Minas Tirith and the Battle of the Palanir, and that is cool stuff. That is a great expansion. I'm not going to say that's bad. So after Riders of Rohan, then you hit a fantastic part of the game. And then what is after that? Then after that, you hit Mordor, and I think they didn't really follow their pattern of great bad, great bad, great bad, because in that case, You do the Battle of Palinur and Minas Tirith and all those awesome things. And then you go do Mordor, and while some people didn't like Mordor, I thought Mordor was fantastic. I loved it. So that was 2 good content releases in a row. Then you're at where I'm at here, where you're going to Northern Mirkwood, which the elves don't refer to as Northern Mirkwood, by the way. They refer to it as something else that I can't remember the name of right now. It's like Greenleaf or something like that, but it's in their tongue. And that's where you go to Felagath. You see the King of the Elves, fantastic quest there, beautiful area. You go to the Northern Mirkwood is super spooky and eerie, a lot like what Southern Mirkwood should have been, and it's phenomenal. And you go through meeting the, the River Elves. That's awesome. You go to Lake Town, which is freaking great. And go up to the Dell, and then here to Erebor, where I'm at right now. So yeah. It is difficult to believe how swiftly our fortunes have changed, Sir Lorendon. It was not so long ago that we toiled endlessly for Mordor, for nothing. If only King Greytooth had known what awaited us. Alas, the past is set in stone. We must leave it behind to look to a new age. Lorendon, I am glad you and Gimli are here with us. It has been a bit overwhelming. We will continue to aid Durin's folk in their efforts to rebuild Erebor and heal the lands surrounding it, but I would like to speak to the king under the mountain. I am grateful for the aid that you and Gimli have provided my folk, but I wish to express my thanks to a king who is worthy of his title. Will you meet me before his throne? All right, here we go. I guess I just go up there and you'll be there. It's not an instance version. Alright, here's the ambassador of the Stout Axes. Hail King Thorin III! Hail King under the mountain! Master Spacorth bows deeply before King Thorin III. I am Spacorth of the Stout Axes. Once I was counselor to Vaskman Greytooth, the former king of my folk, but his madness and greed led him from reason to ruin. We are a people without a leader, and though I now speak for my folk, I do not desire to lead them. I ask that you, King Thorin, ask that of you, King Thorin. Servitude is still so fresh in our minds. We have always served the greater powers of Mordor, and once again, we are bereft of the guiding hand of a king. I offer my people to you, to serve Durin's folk for the kindness you have shown us. The Stout Axes shall be true friends to Durin's folk. I promise you this. Your words are appreciated, Spacorth of the Stout Axes. Durin's folk are honored to have you and your kin among us. And do not take my request for aid to mean that the Stout Axes will once again serve at the will of an oppressor. You are our friends and our guests. I will not allow any to say otherwise. What you have endured is now a matter of the past. I bear no judgment against you or your kin for the crimes of your king and those he turned to his will. We of Durin's folk have endured many hardships as well, and when the time is right, I shall tell you of them. Now I must turn my attention to Erebor and to restoring the kingdoms of the north. Long have I known the troubles hindering Erebor, and time has not abated any of them. My father Dane strengthened our alliances and brought great wealth to the north. But before the end of his reign, he felt that something unknowable had begun to slip beyond his grasp. In truth, our crafts grew cruder and simpler, and monuments once majestic and without equal in this realm now stood in silent mockery of our declining skill. We have felt this loss for many years now, but alas, it was not the only cost we have borne with the passing of the years. This tends to the ravens as she always has, but they do not speak to Durin's folk as they once did. It is habit alone that keeps her at Raven Hill. Our friendship of old with the ravens has faded to naught. And now,
These stout axes come to Erebor seeking refuge and freedom from the oppressors of Mordor, and still a few among us would deny their own kin and cousins. These are troubles enough for any king under the mountain, but it falls to me to resolve them, so resolve them I shall. I have thought much on Ambassador Spakarth's words. These stout axes have fled oppression and devastation, and now I hear there are dwarves in Erebor who would sooner spit on them than welcome them as friends. This is not the way of Durin's folk. The stout axes are our kin, whether they believe it so or not, and they must be treated as such. You and Gimli know well what the stout axes have suffered, and you know their minds as none among us do. Speak to the mistrustful few among us and reassure them that the stout axes come to us as refugees and friends. Okay, so we need to go talk to the people here. See if we can find some people to talk to. By chance, do they have it? Nope, they don't have it marked. I thought I would check just to see. Aha, found one right here. Oops, wrong button. Mistrustful dwarf. We'll click on him and then we'll click talk. What do we owe them? They are not only dwarves to have lost a home. Do I talk to him again? No. He's just mistrustful. He doesn't like them. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see what other outfits we can put on while we're walking around here. I need to make me a You're in the City outfit one of these days. You know, not fighting kind of look. Let me check that again. I've got this fighting outfit. That's my birding outfit. I wish it would let me name these, but I don't see an option to do that. And that's my fishing outfit, my normal fighting outfit that I like a lot, and then this one that I'm wearing, which is the new outfit for the new expansion. It's cool and all, but I'm not really into that Arabian Nights look, honestly. I may go ahead and make outfit 5 my my in-town kind of outfit. Let's do that. That'll be fun. It'll give us something to do. We'll just squirrel for a second. Let's open up our wardrobe here and let's make this our in-town outfit. So, okay, I've already got it set to where it doesn't show any of the weaponry, so that's good. Let's look at outfit head. What do we got? I'm not into that one. And we may just go with no hat. I look like an Irishman coming to collect money. I'm here to collect on your debt. I can say that. I'm part Irish. I'm permitted. Yeah, we may not go with a hat, honestly. We'll leave that one on him for right now, but we may not show it. Let's choose a chest piece, upper body. We want something that says, I'm not here to kill you. Hold on, why do I have... I don't need this, and that's taking up a wardrobe slot. Alright, the dress is gone. Dwarf make jacket. Is that the one he's got? Okay, it is.
fancy waistcoat. Not particularly into that. That's my fishing outfit. Ah, I've used that one before. It's not a bad one. I think I have a... Nope, I don't. I thought I had another color for that one. There it is. Jacket of the Merry Fellow. I like that one quite a bit. It says, "Hello, I'm friendly. I'm not here to kill you." Let's not go with that color. Let's go with the black color. Yeah, I like that. Let's just seeing what else is here. If there's anything else I can get rid of to save some slots. That's also a pretty good one for just, you know, not here to kill you kind of outfit. And jerkin and trousers. That's actually pretty good. Is there a different color? What is the default? Okay, the default's a green. I don't know, I'm thinking that I'm going to keep what I have, but that's a good backup. Good possibility there. I do like the Hidden Peaks one. I have liked that one for a long time. Alright, I'll end up choosing another one if I don't go on. So let's go on to feet. It needs to not be a freaking combat boots of any form. It's hard to find just simple footwear that doesn't, you know, say, "I'm here to kill you." That's okay. It's between this one and this one. That one. Okay. And then shoulders. We don't need shoulder pads on. And we may go with no shoulders showing. Let me put this on for right now. Just shoulder pads kind of, they give this thing of, "I'm here to murder things." I don't really want to go for that right now. It's not a bad. That's actually, that's what we're going to go with. Alright. Then let's work on the back. Alright. Outfit back. We don't want a cape, so to speak. I don't know if we want a big bag. It's a good one though. The Sophisticated Birders Pack. I like that one a lot. We could also go with something like that. I usually tend to go with that one, the Snow Strider's Mantle. Pack of the Whimsy. That's more of a thing that you would see on a lore master or something, or a rune keeper. That is too flashy. Foraging pack, no. And there's my fishing quill. I use that on my fishing one. Yeah, I think, if anything, this or this. He's not really traveling right now, so I'm thinking this. So, question is, hat or no hat? And note that the weapons won't be shown on him whenever it's not in here, when we're seeing the real him. Kinda, you know, I'm thinking I'll just make the hat not visible, but I'll have the hat. And I realize now I need to do wrist as well. Or is it hands? Outfit hands. Let's see here. Those got some clipping going on, so we may have to just turn them off. doesn't appear to work with it. Can we change the color on that? I don't have another dye on it, so no. Gloves of the River Folk, did I dye that one? No, I could dye it though. Let me do this real quick. Gloves, black. No, it doesn't dye properly. Oh yeah, I've used this one a lot. That actually works. Yeah. Fingerless gloves, and I've dyed them black. Normally they're umbar. They look like that. Which isn't bad either. That contrast is actually not bad. I think I'll go with that. Alright, so now we have our in-town look. And if it's not cold, we can do this right here. He's still got the crazy face going from earlier when we were at the Kin house. That cracks me up. Alright, that's good. But now that we've wasted a bunch of time, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. Now let's continue what we were doing. We are looking for NPCs to talk to. Here's one. If we haven't talked to him, this may be the one we talked to earlier. It is. He doesn't want to talk to me unless I'm lagged. That could be what's going on. I'm going to assume that it's not lag and I talked to him earlier. Let's go across over here to the other side. I don't like that they don't show up like normal quest NPCs with the little ring above their head. Instead, they have a blue ring, so you have to kind of search for them. They could be anywhere. Here's one right here. I shall give these stout axes a chance, even if I think they are a bit thin-bearded. So we convinced one. It makes it kind of hard to find them. It's actually starting to warm up a little bit. Let me take my jacket off now. Woo. Oh, Lordy. That's my bad arm. It doesn't want to come off. Oh, there it is. It was cold this morning. Now it's a little bit... Oh, it's not warm, but it's pleasant now. Plus, I've been drinking coffee this whole time, so I'm sure that's helped with warming me up. Let's mount up, make this faster. We found one. I see. Perhaps I'll have to hear more from them. Make sure it's not hidden here like that last time. The guy was hidden. You couldn't see him. It was him right there. God, that quest was annoying me. I was about to lose it. 'Cause I was looking everywhere for that last guy, and he was very well hidden. Ah, here we are. Are we lagged? Or is this one that I've done before? I don't think it is. There we are, I just wasn't close enough. You are known to us, and I trust your word in this matter. While you are not certain that you have changed the minds of all the dwarves, you have done well to ease tensions between Durin's folk and the Stout Axes. It is King Thorin's will that the Stout Axes be welcome among Durin's folk, and whether it is this day or another, they shall come to unite in friendship. Did that not have a continuation? That's interesting. Let's go back down and see the king. See if there's something else to do for that. There isn't. So it looks like I think I have to do more here. Aid Brothy with essays of old, and aid Dis with the Ravens of the North. Now I know where Dis is at. What about this Brothy? Is that another one that I need to do here? These are level 115, so I would have thought it had been similar. So much to do here. Okay. Let's go talk to Dis and see. I'm not sure where Brothy is. Does it say on here? Can be found in the hall under the mountain. In the hall under the mountain. Dis can be found in Raven Hill. I know where she's at. The hall under the mountain? I think that's what this zone out here is. Oh no, I'm in hall under the mountain. Okay, come on now. Where is he at? I went all over and I didn't see Brothy anywhere. Hold it. I wonder if he's back here at the Stout Axes area. No, he's not. It's one of those cases where it would be great if it actually lit up on the map to tell you where to go, because I have no idea where this Brothy person is at. The only indication it gives in the quest is he's here somewhere. It's like, well, that's helpful. That totally sums it all up. I'll just find him. That's Frothy, not Brothy. No Brothy up there. Oh, I found him. I found Brothy.
Long live Thorin Stonehelm, king under the mountain.
Well, excuse me. Hell, Lorandon, you have been sent by King Thorin? What does he wish of me? You explain King Thorin's desire to reclaim dwarf-make weaponry lost in the Battle of Dell, and his renewed interest in exploring new forging methods within Erebor. Of course, King Thorin and our smiths have spoken long on methods that might improve our crafting skill once more, but we have not yet attempted any such designs. It seems the time has come. As for the weapons lost on the fields of battle, I would ask that you seek them out. In the meantime, I shall speak to our smiths and make certain that the forges are prepared. Once you have gathered as many dwarf-made weapons as you can bear, deliver them to me. Okay. And your other quest?
Greetings, friend.
Hell, Lorandon, I have heard much of your skill in battle, but have you a keen eye. It is said that new veins of gold, I know where those are, I saw them up there on the mountain and couldn't click them, have revealed themselves in the aftermath of the battle. Ha! Perhaps we should be the slightest bit grateful to those Easterlings after all. Search rocky areas around Erebor and see what you can find. If you uncover anything, deliver it to me, and I shall see that King Thorin knows well of your contributions to Durin's folk. Okay, so I know where that's going to be. I'm pretty sure I know where that's going to be. Alright, so, and this is outside, so we'll go out there and talk to her, and maybe both of those quests will be in the same area. We'll find out. 2 hours and 47 minutes into this stream, by the way. It is 10:03 a.m., November 9th, Saturday, 2024. Having a beautiful weekend. Going to go to a friend's birthday party here later this evening. Looking forward to that. Going to go eat some Tex-Mex food. Alright, let's see what we got here. Those are all right where I expected them to be. I'm going to jump on my fast mount and see if the server can keep up with me for a little bit. We're going to go visit Dis. I believe that's how you say her name. I'm not sure. It's spelled D-I-S. But the I is like hyphenated. It's got the little mark above the I. So I don't know if that's Dis or if that's Das or something like that. I'm not sure. Whoa! Didn't realize there's swords right there for the quest. Might as well pick them up while we're going. Are there any more? Eh? No? Alright. Let's get back on our mount. Oh, there's one right there. Where exactly is he going to get this thing? It's lagged. There we are. We are back out in an area where we'll be fighting, so let's change to one of our combat outfits. Haven't done this one in a while, we'll do it. Why is my weapon not showing up on that one? That's odd. Nope, he's gonna freak out. It's hard to get it to automatically go places when you're on the war steed. It kind of does it, and sometimes it's better because it'll go around things where the normal one will not. But other times he starts freaking out, and that's when you gotta jump off that mount, because God knows what it's gonna do. It may rubber band you across the world. Not quite, but across the area, and find yourself dead because you've been fighting a mob the whole time that you thought you were actually moving around. Oh, there's one of the exposed veins. Okay, now it's gonna have fits. Alright. Oh, that bat wants to fight me. Let's just get off and take care of the bat real quick. Seeing as we're up here doing these things, we'll just go ahead and keep doing them. We'll get to Dis here in a moment. I didn't realize everything was going to be right here when I came out of the mountain. And of course, now that I say that, now there's none. You can't make this stuff up, people. Squirrel. I've gotten that one, haven't I? It's glowing, so let's go do it. I get the feeling that I'm doing the same one over and over, but I just don't know. There has got to be, it's got to be somewhere. Where is that? Wrong thing. Here. It's got to be. Dwarf markers. Surveyor of the dwarf markers. There it is. I've got 5 of 16 of them. Add that over there just for the heck of it, so I can see it going up. I can't believe it doesn't like give me an indication on the screen at all. Oh, just chalk that up as another bug. Click the chunks of, yep, that's what I just did. Yar! Wrong button. Can I get to it this way? Yeah. I think I've gone out of the area, but oh, is this another one that I haven't gotten? I can't make it up there. It's up there. It did it! Six of 16 of the markers. There's an interesting side over here. What's going on with this? Is this where... Oh, this is where I need to go see her about the ravens. Here lies all that is left of Dell, said Balin. I haven't been up to the top of this. I'm not real sure if I can. Is there steps or something? Huh. Doesn't appear to be. Yeah. At any rate, let's go down here and talk to Dis since we're here at her place. Fourth marker. Ah, almost passed that up. That's 7 of 16. Interesting. Something's angry with me. Gotta stop and chop some branches, of course. Very important. Check something. By the way, guys and gals, if you have your legendary item, you gain access to legendary item reward track. And there's only 4 days and 23 hours left in the reward track, so be sure to go in and claim any of your unclaimed items in there before that goes away and the new reward track comes out. What do you want? You politely explain King Thorin's wish to rebuild a friendship with the Ravens.
Ah, so he thinks he might put all to rights now, does he? He did not seem so concerned about the minds of the Ravens when Dane was king under the mountain. He must know the truth of it. You see, the line of Kark nears its end. Roak is dead, his children are dead, and now Arka, daughter of Kror, is all that remains. I tend her lesser kin as best an old dwarf may, but she is the last chief of the great Ravens, and it has been many years since we last spoke in the forgotten ways of Durin folk. She has gone elsewhere, beyond my sight. I do not know if she will ever return, but if the king under the mountain wishes to heal the wounds of time and once again share true friendship with the Ravens, it will be no simple errand. I can speak with them if they would still hear me, but they will not listen without the offerings that once adorned their homes. I have seen sparkling trinkets borne by the Easterlings come to the north, and I believe the Ravens may find them to their liking. Bring me those trinkets, and we shall see if the Ravens still desire friendship with Durin's folk. Okay. Those trinkets are going to be down here. Alright, and we still need to get the other things over here, so let's go back and do that. Oh, what was that? Wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's just branches over there. Just branches? There's one. That's another bug with the game, is that once you've used something and it's no longer there, it stays on your selected. So you have to tell it to go away. Like, watch right here. I'm going to use this newly exposed vein. I'm done, the newly exposed vein, but see my target up there? Up there? It's still on it.
So if I tell it to use it, it'll keep trying to use that one. Well, I hit another button that grabbed the one near it. Anyway, watch this time and I'll prove it. So oh, for crying out loud. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Point is, it's another bug. Darn it. Trying to explain something and it's just, you know, gotta be wrong. Of course. Starting to get a little hungry, getting closer to lunchtime. Still got about an hour, a little less. Don't want to eat too much because, like I said, I'm going to a birthday party tonight. Our next, let me check this one. Alright, it was another spammer. They used a name on that one, so I was curious to see if it was like somebody from work, but it was just another person from India trying to scam me. You get the exact same computerized voice every time they call. Let me know, people around the world, different areas than where I am here, and I'm in Texas. Let me know, do y'all get the same crap? All those fake calls from India? Do they just slightly change it up with like whatever you have there in your country, you know, whatever your version of Medicare or healthcare or whatever is there? I'm just curious, do they just target us Americans or do they do it to everybody around the world? And if they do it to everybody around the world, could we just get all of the countries together, go over to India, and tell them to cut it out, or we're going to have to erase them? Because it's non-freaking stop. Scammers are like the worst. God honestly should just whenever they try to scam you, God should just make them like implode. You just hear this, you know, godly voice goes, "You have been judged unworthy," and they just disappear. Anybody that likes to take advantage of other people's hard work, it's wrong. Alright, we've almost got all of the ore that we were supposed to get. Let me check the map real quick. I think I'm probably headed the wrong way. We've already gotten that one, and I guess it hasn't lit back up. I don't know if they light back up, but the map makes it seem like there's one over here. And there is. Right down there. Alright, we got all of those. So they've disappeared off the map. There's a little bit of purple over in that direction. It's going to be the weapons we need to go pick up. After we get that, we'll head down to pick up the trinkets for the ravens. We are in the right spot, aren't we? Yeah. Maybe a little bit in this direction. There we are. Okay, is that all of them? No, I think we still need... We might need a little bit more. Maces and swords. That sword's not clickable, I guess? Nope. And it's out here in this area. That's what it's showing. Granted, I have seen before where the map shows something's supposed to be and it's not in that area. So that is a possibility. We keep getting this scar and deposit. Let's go get it. Get it to stop showing up. Granted, I'll take the scar and deposit. I have no issue with that. I'm just saying I'm trying to find quest items right now. If you don't pick up the harvesting nodes, then they get in the way of you finding the quest nodes that you need to pick up. There's a particularly annoying one over in Lothlorien, where you're supposed to go and sing to these trees. And they put nodes, harvest nodes, all over that area where the trees are that you're supposed to interact with. And if you don't have the right crafting to harvest those nodes, it's impossible to click on, get it to target the trees that you need to sing to. It was horribly frustrating when I did that back in the day. Alright, we got all of those. So now we're going to head down here and pick up the trinkets. Yeah, we'll go to the bridge, get across. Let's get on our war steed and see if we can get there a little bit faster. While we're riding, I will remind you, if you're over on YouTube, and if you're not, go over there, youtube.com/Ferone1, and please subscribe to me. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 772 the last time I checked. I would greatly appreciate it if you'd help me get to 1,000. And then over on Twitch and Twitter, if you would follow me there, share it with all your friends and family. Let's get everybody in here to watch every Saturday morning. Watch me play Lord of the Rings online. The best MMORPG out there. Nobody denies that. Anybody here deny that? Anybody? Jack? Nope. Nobody denies it. It's true. Doesn't mean it doesn't have bugs. It has bugs. But still the best MMORPG on the market right now. And you can go play it for free. Go to lotro.com, lotro.com. Create an account, download the game, all of that's free. You can play through 95 levels of content, which in this game is a ton of content. This game is really not about just levels and getting to the end game. That you've missed the whole point of the game if you do that. It's about the content itself, and trust me, the content available from level 1 to 95 can keep you going for years. It's a lot of content. Well, man, the server is fighting my war steed right now. You can see how he just kind of veered over immediately. We're going to have to jump off of him and get on ordinary mount. Part of those bugs I was talking about. If you do go try out lotro.com, though, do me a favor. Please go to lotro.com's forums. And in the new area there, tell them that Ferone the Gnome, that you saw Ferone the Gnome streaming Saturday Morning Lotro, and that's why you decide to give the game a chance. I would love to see that, because tons of people have told me that they started playing Lotro or came back to Lotro because they've seen my videos, but very few times anybody ever goes over to the Lotro forums and tells them that. It would be awesome just once to see people start doing that. Not that I get anything, but it would just be, it would warm my heart to see that. That would be awesome. Are there trinkets? Do they have the trinkets? Yeah, I think they do. And I have a quest for them. I have a Slayer Deed quest. I'm on the advanced version. So might as well kill some of them anyway. And of course, if you are looking for a kinship to join, that's what a guild is called in Lord of the Rings Online. I run Floorbound Walkers on the Gladden server. You're more than welcome to come join us. Look on Ferone.com, click around just a little bit, and you'll find the Discord link, or the link to our Discord server. You can get on there, introduce yourself in the introductions area. We'll get you access to the Discord and get you into the kinship in game. Always have to look back up there and make sure that I turn the photo back off, because so many times I'll turn something on and forget to turn it back off, and then like play for 30 minutes not realizing that people can't actually see what I'm doing. That's always annoying. It's like, look people, I'm not a professional. This is not what I do for a living. I'm a programmer. This is what I do for fun. We got all the trinkets. Wonder how far we gotta go to get to finish the Slayer Deed. Where's one of them that I can highlight? And while we wait for them to respawn, let me go ahead and do this here. Oh man, yeah, we got a great kinship over here. A lot of really nice people, very helpful. We have people that are brand new to the game, as well as people that have been playing it forever, and people that are played it a long time ago and recently came back. We have a big swath of different people playing the game. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people online. If I click on online, sort it by that, you can see that we go to the second page. Excuse me. We have to go to the second page of kinship members before it goes to 1 day ago, and at the very bottom of it, somebody logged in 2 days ago. So that is a very healthy kinship. Basically means we have people online every day at most hours of the day, day and night. One of our kinship officers, well, I always pronounce his name wrong. I call him Olney. Olner, you know what? We're going to call him Olney. He is in the Philippines, and he's online a lot of times when some of the other officers are not. Myself and Terranor, the person I work with, we are the other 2 officers. I'm the leader, and he's an officer, and we are here in U.S. Central Time Zone. But basically what I'm getting at is we usually have an officer on at most times 24 hours a day because of that. Alright, I wanted to check on this. 92 of 200, so we got a long ways to go on that Slayer Deed. We're not going to sit here and work on it right now. Alright, let's mount up. And we can take the stuff back to Dis over there for the Ravens. I do want to add more officers eventually. I'd love to have an officer in Europe, as well as somebody in... my brain went dead there. I was thinking about something. Somebody, you know, in the Middle East or something like that. Just so we always have an officer online that can invite somebody at any given time. But we do make sure to vet our officers before we ever offer them officership highly, because we had an issue once No, I'm not upset with the people, but you know, it happens. You need to, so you know, what I'm saying is, if anybody wants to become an officer in my kinship, understand that we will welcome you, but you're going to have to be with us for a long time before we will make you an officer. Shiro, are you out in the Philippines? I know that Oni has gotten at least one other person to join the kinship that is in the Philippines. He told me, but I didn't know who it was. And I know we have somebody in the UK. Here we are. Cannot give the king under the mountain what he seeks, not without time. The ravens must decide if such an offering pleases them, and perhaps one day the younger dwarves of Durin's folk will witness the return of Arca and the friendship that was lost. Okay, so that ends that quest, okay? No follow-up there. We'll head over to back inside Erebor. Turn in the stuff over there. Oh, so it is you. Okay, well that's awesome. Every time Shiro responds in kinship for what I'm saying on the stream, because he's watching the stream right now, he also follows it up with to Lore's stream. So to mess with him, I just said he's talking crazy. I have no idea what he's talking about. What stream? There's no stream. What stream does this person speak of? He must be imagining things. 10:36 a.m. here. We got about a half an hour left for Saturday Morning Lotro. Hope everybody's had a fantastic time. I've had a great time. I always have a great time. Alrighty. I believe he was right over here. Yes, there he is. Brothy. Hold it, hold it, hold it. There we are, much better. Alright.
How I love the ringing of dwarf hammers!
It may not seem it to the unskilled eye, but a few of these weapons even, were forged long ago. They will be safe from the hands of the Easterlings here in Erebor and serve as a reminder of the skill of Durin's folk. These newer weapons were not crafted in the same way as those weapons of old, and they have seen great damage from the war. I shall have them reforged using the new methods our smiths have devised with King Thorin. Let us hope that King Thorin's guidance will restore our works to their former glory.
Long live Thorin Stonehelm, King under the mountain!
That would be the voiceovers that I say are annoying and not needed. Well, what do you know? It seems Erebor's roots spread even further than we thought. Thank you, Lorandon. I shall inform King Thorin at once. Okay, that finished up that, so I believe we can go back to the king and finish up reforging a kingdom. Hopefully that won't have a follow-up, so we can go on to one of the other quest lines we have. You have done much for Durin's folk, Lorandon. We have had little time to celebrate our victories or acknowledge the sacrifices made to achieve them, and I would take this day to honor them. When the war was ended, I sent missives far and wide to all the dwarves of Durin's folk. Let us hope that many traveled to join us for this day of revelry. Even in the face of such loss and devastation in the north, we of Durin's folk must celebrate. We show gratitude for our families, for our friends, and for what coming joys remain hidden. My father, Dane, understood this well, and I would honor his memory. I sent invitations to all of Durin's folk, and I hope that the last of our guests are arriving now. One has spent too long away from his kin, and I do hope he sees now that his return is welcomed by all. You have served the peoples of the north, shown great bravery in far-off battles, and Gimli, son of Glóin, regards you as a true friend. You have earned a place at my table. Come, Lorandon. It is time. Come with me, Lorandon. This should be interesting. Oh, it reminds me, we still gotta go talk to Galadriel.
It is a day of unity for Durin's folk, as we gather to celebrate our triumph over Sauron, welcome new allies from Mordor, and honor the return of old friends.
It is a day of great... He just said that. What else? As well, they should. Echo with laughter and merriment. Okay, so he didn't say that part. It is a day of great celebration for Durin's folk, Lorandon. All around us, the halls of Erebor echo with laughter and merriment. As well as they should. This day we honor our friends and our kin, and we proclaim our victory over the enemy and those that followed him. Come, my friend, let us join the others at my table. Walk with me, Lorandon. Although my folks celebrate all around us, I have prepared a special feast for my honored guests. This day we honor the dwarves of Thorin's company, those that battled the enemy, those we hold in friendship, and those we have lost. Each of them has served Durin's folk honorably, and you are no exception. All have earned a seat at my table. And this is your seat, my friend. It was crafted in the time before Smaug came to Erebor, but now he is gone and still it remains. Take a look at it, if you wish. It's a good seat. I see it. It's really nice. Okay. Stone wrought chair bears few marks of age and something. Let's go back over here and talk with King Thorin III. It is a fine work, is it not? I did not choose it for you on a mere whim. King Thorin glances at the remaining empty seats at his table. Ah, but a few of my guests are still absent. I sent word to Spakorth and his warriors, but I do not know if they understood my meaning. I am certain they are about in the hall, but I wish for them to join me at my table. Spakorth and his kin are our new friends and allies, and I would not deny them a warm welcome to Erebor. Would you seek out Spakorth and his kin? Send them here, and we shall soon be able to begin our feast. Alright, let's see here. Was this is where they were, I thought. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm thinking I'm mistaken. So a lot of the people that's normally here aren't here, the NPCs, so they've moved around, I believe. I bet I probably went right by them up there. It's highly possible. Oh, we found him. To have joined Durin's folk in the celebration. Alright, cool. Oh, Laurendin, how good it is to see you. It has been quite the celebration already, don't you think? I've never heard such songs or seen such dances, but I am pleased to be welcome among Durin's folk. Do you wish to join us? You inform Spakorth that he, Drury, and Nath have been summoned by the king under the mountain and have been granted seats at his table. Of course, we accept his invitation. It would be a great honor to feast with King Thorin, and to thank him again for the kindness he has shown my people. Drury, Nath, come with me. Alright, so I'm assuming I just go back up there. Alright. Golan tries to get your attention. Oh, alright. Laurendin, would you come over here? Yes, Golan. Hail, Laurendin. I am glad to see you here at our table. You are a fine adventurer and ever a friend to those in need, and your presence here is well earned. You are not unlike my Gimli, except you were courteous enough to attend at the time King Thorin requested. I know Gimli is here in the hall, but I have not seen him in some time. I think he has gone off with Dori and Nori, but who can say? Oh, I know where he's at. Will you find him and send him here? For that matter, send Dori and Nori as well. Aren't they out trying? Okay, maybe a time travel thing issue with the quest. We cannot wait all day to begin the feast. Okay, so let's go find them. Because I was pretty sure that Nori had left and Dori was going to find him with me on another quest line, but I could be totally wrong. I'm probably getting the names backwards. I don't have the world's best memory. Let's see here. Maybe upstairs. Is anybody seeing Dory and Nori? There they are. Amid the din of the feast of Durin's folk, Gimli is speaking to Dory and Nori in hushed tones. Oh, Lorandon, I did not realize we had been speaking for so long. You see, I've been talking to Dory and Nori about my adventures, and I had just mentioned the book I discovered in the halls of Khazad-dûm. It concerns their brother Ori and Balin's expedition. But I should not tell such stories on a day of celebration. It is not the time for such things. We shall go to join the king under the mountain at his table at once. All of this talk has made me hungry. Okay. It's made me hungry too. All right. Thank you for gathering my folk, Lorandon. There is little sense in having a feast if there is no one with which to share it. This is a fine assemblage of friends and kin, but one of my guests has still not arrived. It was he I hoped to see most of all, for his long absence from his people should be ended. Let us wait just a few moments more on his arrival, and then we shall begin the feast. It seems that one of our guests has not yet arrived. You have been patient, my friends, but let us wait a moment longer on his behalf. What do we got here? Ribs, turkey, some sort of potatoes, maybe? Can't see what's in front of this there. More ribs down this way. Whoops, don't mean to get on top of you there, but that's some sort of fish there, I would believe. This is a feast. Disappointed that his guest must not be coming, King Thorin shuffles impatiently. I missed it. Where is it? Shuffles impatiently. I don't see it. Darn it. Seems that one of our guests has not arrived, blah, blah, blah. Well, I suppose we have waited long enough. Before we begin, I would like to thank each of you for honoring me with your presence. Durin's folk know peace once more, and Erebor is... What is that? Hell, King under the mountain. The journey was long, but we came as swiftly as we could. I am sorry, I do not recognize you, my friend, but who is your companion? Nar shuffles up the stairs to greet King Thorin III. Nar! You have traveled far indeed, from the distant comb of Thror to our home in Erebor. You have borne our old exile from Erebor as a burden of your own, and that is now ended. It is my honor to welcome you to our halls. Will you and your companion join us for our feast, our old friend? Old indeed. You look quite young for your age, King Thorin. Yes, I think a meal is just the thing. Have a seat, old friend. There will be time enough for talk later. Make it easier to read. Turn off the names. King III beckons you to his side. It brings me great joy to see the many dwarves of Durin's folk and our kin from the east united as one. If we do not recognize and celebrate such times of peace, it is certain they will be lost to us evermore. King Thorin III pauses for a moment. I have spoken enough. Let us share in this feast together. Enough talk. Let us eat, Lorandon. Alright. Oh, man. This shoulder always gives me trouble. They never did get my MRI approved, but this Friday, they're going to do a x-ray. And then the x-ray
may let them approve the MRI.
I am honored that you could attend, Lorandon. It was a bountiful feast, and I am glad to have shared it with you. I do not know where your adventurers shall take you next, but I am certain you will be prepared for it. Be well in your travels, and know that you are always welcome in the halls of Durin's folk. So we get, what is this? We get a helm, it would appear. Alright, the heavy one is 980, it's less might, more vitality, has fate, and the same light of Erendil on it. We're going to take it, but we're not going to put it on. Hey, we finished another deed, Quest of Erebor. Deed completed. And it didn't take me to the one I completed. Quest of Erebor, there it is. Excuse me. 2,000 more virtue experience. Title awarded, Hero of Erebor, and we got 5 free Lotro points by simply playing the game. So that finished up that whole quest arc there. Let's check something here. Also, I do believe I have that visual in my wardrobe, but I want to check real quick just to make sure. What's going on? Oh, it's delayed. Is that going to be armor or an outfit? There it is, I believe. Yeah, that's it right there. I've already got that visual, so I don't need to add that into there. And we're not going to actually put it on because the one I have on, I like its might better and its physical mastery and all that. So we will break it down for motes of enchantment. Always welcome to have motes of enchantment. Now let's bring up our quest over here. So we've still got introduction. That's the one with Galadriel. Man, I need to go do that. And that's it. These are lore ones. We haven't finished those. Those are books, basically. And that's on the way to Iron Road. That's a 116. You should speak with Viglin, the guard at the gates of Erebor. Okay, so we finally did everything to where that we can actually go do the start the Concerning Dragons, because it wasn't letting us before. Why do I have all these old epics that I didn't do? One of these years, I need to go back and do these. Dwarf Holds. We still have this. You should meet something, the War Master in the Ironfold. So that's up at the Ironfold area. It's 116, 117, 118, 117. We got this 115. Dang it. We need to go talk to Galadriel. We need to get that out of the way. While we're at it, let's go ahead and check our virtues. So we currently have been slapping some virtues into wisdom, just getting the passive bonuses up, that's all. Because we haven't leveled, and most of the ones I actually use are at cap or near cap. Yeah. Alright. You know, just for the heck of it, actually, let me bring back in there. Let's go ahead and get another one rolling. That's going to be morale. Let's do that one. Let some of it go into that for now. And now that I think about it, let's just go ahead and fast travel. Woo! Alright, where's our quest guy? There he is.
Stay a moment. Hear my words.
A tamer of dragons, this Karazgar. Why, that reminds me of an old tale. It is said that Smog's grudge against Durin's folk began when he woke, far in the north, to a dead worm's head, with an axe left in it, much like what we see before us. Could that have been this weeping warrior? These servants of Sauron are deathless. Or they not? Are they not? But what is it he wants with old dragon bones? Bah! I am no expert in dragons, but there are dwarves in Erebor who are. Why don't you speak to Rooney, Spall, Frothy, Magsal, and Belger? They are counted among our most learned lore masters. They're going to be back inside there. So I kind of feel like that's leading up to moving us on from here, because we had to do a whole bunch of stuff before they would let us do that. I don't know. I kind of want to go over and talk to Galadriel to get that quest, because I feel like I'm missing that one. I need to go get that taken care of. Let's see what I have available here. We can go back to Kinship and get there from there, I think. Oh! It's 11 a.m., everybody. Imagine that. Let me see something here. Actually, let's go to the collections. By the way, they added this with the last expansion. It finally came out. We got this little tab here in the collections window, and these are baubles, and it's weird. It's basically they do things. So I had 2 of them to collect immediately for whatever reason, and here's one of them. So it puts a smoking bauble on the ground, and then you can click on it, and your guy will sit there and smoke from it. Still cracks me up that he's got the funny face thing going from earlier. That never did go away. Anyway, then when you move, he stops with it. I guess other people could sit there and do it as well. It's an interesting little item. Let's go to this to get the person out that can send us places, and that's why I was going to collections. Nope, not mounts. There we are. Locations. So, to talk to her, Court of Celebrun, or Karis Galadin. Let's put in Karis Galadin. Is that A or O? It's O. And there it is. That's in Lothlorien. So where was Celeborn? Hold on. Celeborn. Court of Celeborn. I don't think that... No? This map needs to be way bigger. Okay, now we can actually see it. So let me change this from saying Court of and just put Celeborn. Celeborn, however you want to pronounce it. So I don't see that. I don't know where that's at. But I do know what Karis Galadrin is. It's over here in Lothlorien. So if I click on this, it'll tell me everything that connects to it. Minas Tirith Midsummer. I think I have that access. Rivendell. Of course, Rivendell. And from here we can get to Karis Galadin.
What can I do for you?
I just got this feeling I'm going to go over here and she's going to talk to me and tell me I need to go out to see the Elvish King in Felgoth. It's just going to be an introduction thing is what I figure it's going to be. Okay, we need to go talk to her. We're in Lothlorien now. Absolutely beautiful. You get to Lothlorien after you get out of Mines of Moria. Why is it not showing her? There she is, right there. Alright, so if we take this road around... Yeah. It's been a while since I've been here. I'm ultra talented. I can climb a ladder on my horse. There she is.
For this moment, as we stand beneath the golden leaves, I am merely a messenger.
King Thranduil of the Woodland Realm and I met in council. We spoke of the northern kingdoms and their peoples, the elves that walk Felgoth's cavernous halls, the men of Dell and those who dwell by the Long Lake, and the dwarves that live beneath Erebor, the lonely mountain. Much evil and darkness has left those lands, but it has not left them untouched. I ask that you do your part to restore peace to the north. Speak with Thranduil in the halls of Felgoth. Told you. You can find a swift horse to the lands of the Elven King by going to the ruins of Ostgalad in Emin Lum, located in southern Mirkwood. A horse will bear you swiftly to Tham Teradol, and in the woods to the northeast you will find Felgoth. Okay, so it literally is an introduction quest to send me back to the place I've already been. Let's click on this here, and this will take me to Minas Tirith. This will take me straight to Felgoth. So go do that. We'll get a teeny weeny bit of experience. Maybe it'll finish some quest deed or something. You never know. We shall see. Okay. It's a long trip up to see the king, so we will mount up for that. Felgoth is beautiful.
I have been expecting your arrival.
Finish now? Ta-da! That was it. So I've already done all this, but that's just funny. Alright, so that takes it out of our quest log at least. We don't have to worry about that anymore. So we got the Concerning Dragons. It's 115, and this one's 116. Probably should do the Dragons one, but, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 11:08 a.m. And that means the Saturday Morning Lotro has come to an end. It's been another very successful, fun, enjoyable Saturday morning that I got to spend with all of you. We get over here where there's less roaring sounds of water. I hope everybody had a fantastic time. I know I had a great time. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Let's end it like that. Let's turn this around. Such beauty. And of course he's got the crazy face still going. That never stops, and it's hilarious. At any rate, folks, as I've said before, I run Kinship on the Gladden server. Lorebound Walkers, if you'd like to join us, we are newbie and returning player friendly. Head over to Ferone.com, click around, not very far, you don't have to click very far, I'll fix it to where it's on the main page eventually. And you can click on the link to our Discord server, go into the introductions area, introduce yourself, we'll get you into the Discord server set up and get you into the Kinship. We have members around the world, so there's somebody on almost every hour of the day and night, usually. We'd love to add more. Beyond that, everybody, please go over to youtube.com/Ferone1. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 772, I think it was the last time I looked at it. So close, so close. Just help me get there. And over on Twitch and Twitter, please hit the follow and share it with all your friends and family. Get everybody on board with Lotro. Lord of the Rings Online is the best MMORPG out there. It just, there's no other way about it. Does it have its issues? Yes. Every old MMO has its issues. Every new MMO has its issues. But the good things outweigh the bad in Lotro. That's going to do it. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Ferone the Gnome. Thank you for hanging out with